What's going on, everybody? We are going to be getting ready to get started in just a bit as we get ready for the NFL draft. I will be watching along with you, and we're going to have a good time. So, everybody, make sure y'all share this show out to everybody. I am doing that as well. If you want to be a participant and come on the show, you can also let me know where to find you, and then I can send the link, and I'll have you join us for just a little bit. So I am definitely welcome to that. Hopefully everybody is having a good day. And this is open to all football fans, so it's not just Titans fans. So if you're a fan of, say, the Giants, or you're a fan of the 49ers, you're welcome to come on in as well and join us. And we're definitely going to have some fun. And we're going to be talking draft. And so we're going to see, where do these players go? And we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some excitement. We're going to definitely talk about it. And we're going to try to talk about all the picks. Now, yes, I am very Titan-centric, but I am the type that I will be talking about all teams that's going on. So, just letting everybody know we're going to get ready. So go ahead, get ready to share this show out. We're going to get this show started in about a little over 60 seconds. And we're going to get this thing popping. We're going to definitely talk about what y'all want and who y'all are rooting for. Excuse me. So we're going to get ready to get this thing started. And it is indeed draft day. I am excited. I am nervous. But this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun night. I think this is going to be, I think it's a fun night. And for the Titans' sake, I think this should be a very simple night. And we definitely going to do that. XD Gamer saying draft party for the Jags. I'm like, so we could just talk crap about you? Absolutely. So I have no issue with that whatsoever. Let's see. So we'll have like I said, we'll have a few people coming in and out as time goes on. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready to get the show started in less than 60 seconds. What's going on, Titan Nation? How's everybody doing? Welcome in to the TNT draft party. I am your host, Chris, aka Blue Enforcer. We are gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna have a very, very good time. I am basically making sure I share this show out and making sure everybody know to come on in um, and everything, so they know where to go and everything. So I'm excited. I am excited about this draft. I think it's gonna be, if the Titans just make the easy, simple decision, it's gonna be a good night. Um, you know, we definitely got to see how everything is gonna go, and and one rule that I have, let's try not to spoil the pick, y'all, before everybody see it. Now I might get something before before they announce it, or somebody else might be ahead. Let's try not to spoil it, y'all. Let's try not to spoil it for everybody, and let's just let's enjoy the suspense, let's enjoy the surprise. Definitely try not to spoil anything. Of course I'm hearing about AJ getting paid. I'm like, right now AJ is not my concern at the very moment. So I mean, him getting paid, okay, and that has nothing to do with me. That has absolutely nothing to do with us. And so you know, um, I would definitely deal with that. And no, we cannot be. And so I'm just saying, we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Let's try not to spoil it. Um I'm turning you off when it's our turn to pick. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything until they make the pick. So I'm not gonna say nothing until the pick is made. And sorry, XD Gamer, the Jags are still gonna suck. That's just how it is. So definitely make sure y'all follow. If you're not already following on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. Facebook at TNT Enforcers, on Instagram at Titans _N _truth, and on X at TNT Blue Enforcer. I see AZ Mick. I see Stevie. What's up with y'all? Let's see, of course, I'm going to try to get confirmed about A.J. Brown in just a minute. Um, so I'm going to go find out about that extension and, find out about that um, and everything. But I, A.J. Brown, I'm not really that concerned for that. So, hey, if he getting paid, you know what? Good for him. Good for him. Um, let's see. I'm looking on Twitter X. Yeah, Eagles and AJ Brown, 3-year extension, $96 million. Total guarantee, 84 million. I'm like, okay. They were talking about trading AJ Brown about a week ago. They were talking about trading AJ Brown about a week ago, and so a few weeks back they were talking about trading him, and now they're gonna re-sign him. And I'm like, okay, AJ Brown is not a Titan concern anymore. So that's something I'll worry about. But hey, that's a good deal for him. That's definitely a good deal for him. Reggie B, what's going on? We got Lou Man up in here. And like Lou Man has said, definitely make sure everybody go smash the like button. Definitely hit the like button. And and definitely do that. And also hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna try not to bore you. I'm still gonna do my very best to give y'all all I got and make sure we have a good time on this draft night. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, so then that way you are in the know of what's going on whenever I go live and everything. The draft is going to be starting in a little under 2 minutes. I believe they just had Marvin Harrison Jr. And they were talking to him. I'm looking on ESPN right now. They're in the green room, of course. Caleb Williams, we know he's going to go number 1. But it says USC quarterback, but he's about to be Chicago Bears quarterback, Caleb Williams. And also make sure y'all follow on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple, and Google Podcasts. I have put last night's episode on there as well. Excuse me. And so definitely make sure y'all do that as well. And then, of course, super chats are definitely appreciated as well. So any super chats, anything like that, would be gladly appreciated on this show. And then, of course, you will see at the bottom, we will have the ticker going. I will try to update as much as I can, because I know I have like 1,000 characters. And, as the names get put on there, I'm not going to be able to have room for all of that. But we're going to work that out. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great night. And I am definitely looking forward to this. Even though I'm not a fan of Pink Terrion Arnold, I do like the suit. Looks nice. The suit looks nice. I definitely like it. So, and they get the pictures put inside. I'm like, I don't know how they're doing that. It's actually incredible that they do that. But hopefully everybody is doing good. Let's see. The Titans are not trading down with the Jags, so please stop that. Shane says, will the Titans trade up for Marvin Harrison Jr.? I am going to lean no on that. I'm going to lean no on that. And so, yes, your team is very, very sad. No lies told. Your team is extremely sad. So, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I did see like Facebook, they're not connecting or anything like that. I'm gonna try to see. But, we're definitely going to have a good time. And, I'm looking forward to this. So I got my questions for y'all before we get ready to get started. Which way are we going? And I see we may have a guest in just a few minutes. We're going to have one of a few guests as we come on. And, as especially around the pick, we're definitely going to do that. And so, which way do y'all think we're going? Right now, there are definitely some rumors of, there are teams that are looking to trade up, like Minnesota, like Denver, maybe even the Raiders are looking to trade up. So those teams are trading up, trying to look for a quarterback. Right now the draft is about to get ready to get started. And we kind of know where the first pick is going to go. Things are about to get wild. We know Caleb Williams is going to go number 1. And then after that, we don't know what's going to happen. It's about to go crazy. And so, again, invite other fans who are not Titan fans, because we're going to be talking about all the picks. We're going to be talking about all the picks in round one. And so we'll definitely talk more about the Titans pick when we get there and everything. But we're definitely going to get into get into all the picks. I think some wild stuff is gonna happen, especially as the quarterbacks start coming on. Lou Man said Malachi Corley. I wouldn't mind seeing him later. I wouldn't mind seeing him later or anything like that. And so I could see him maybe in the second or third round. We have the misses tuning in. Definitely, pray for a speedy recovery. Definitely gonna make sure we get you back to normal. So shout out to the misses, for joining in. But yeah, we're gonna have a good time. I think honestly enough, Caleb Williams goes one. I think May is gonna go early. Jane Danes is gonna go early. But the question is gonna be JJ McCarthy. Where does he go? And then also, excuse me. And then also when it comes to that, I mean, does McCarthy go to the Giants? Do the Giants trade up? Do the Vikings trade all the way up to 3? What does happen at say 4? What does happen at 5? That's gonna be very, very interesting to see how some of these picks go as we get into this thing. So we're definitely going to we're going to get into the thick of this entire draft, because the wait is just about over and the games are about to begin. It's about to get crazy, and I am all for it. I can't wait, because I'm telling you now, something in this draft, and it's not even with the Titans, something's going to happen in this draft that's just going to be like, what the F? So that's going to happen too. And so I'm trying to make sure I share this out to everybody. And then we're going to have some more people coming on as time go on. I may see if I can get Ken Moore to join us as well. Definitely going to try to see. So they're about a little over a minute, and we're gonna get ready to get into this thing. And anticipation is what this is all about. But I do think the Titans are gonna go offensive line. They have to go offensive line. It's the best situation now. If Malik Neighbors excuse me, is also on the board, that is where things are going to get interesting. Because again, I will tell y'all, that will be the most fun, most uncomfortable 10 minutes the Tennessee Titans will ever have. It will be extremely uncomfortable for them. And because it's like, which way do you go? And as I've seen in some mock drafts, it might just be easier, take the tackle first, then go wide receiver. You can find your wide receiver in the second or third round. Again, I'm trying to make sure I share out to everybody, just kind of trying to get some more people in. Like I said, you're welcome to join the show. I'll send you some information if you want to actually join the show for a little bit, especially around the Tennessee Titans pick. And I believe the commissioner is about to walk out on stage. to a bunch of boos, as usual. It never fails. He gets booed every time. And it's actually beautiful. And also, we got a big forum. Shout out to my guy, Man Hour. Shout out to my guy, Man Hour. We got a big NFL forum that we're going to be working on as well. And without further ado, I'm going to bring on our guest, one of our guests, Miss Mims, a.k.a. Queen Titan, for just a bit. Miss Mims, welcome in. How you doing?
Hello. Tighten up, baby. Tighten up. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And we got
I'm ready.
And we got Eminem in the building. One of
Oh, Eminem.
I
Uh-oh.
will
A
say
Mile.
the greatest
Uh-oh. A
white rapper
Mile.
of all time. The
A
greatest
Mile.
white rapper of all time. Eminem.
Yeah.
I am
Woo-hoo.
a much respect to Eminem.
Uh-oh. Who was
And
that
I guess
guy?
we got some current Detroit Lions coming out too. So I mean,
Oh.
you know,
Oh. Barry Sanders. There he is.
and now there's a
Welcome to
legend,
Detroit,
Barry
everybody.
Sanders, coming on
Yeah, Barry
stage.
Sanders. Woo-hoo. Yeah.
So we got Breaker
I was
2-5. What's going on? Man,
I
our
was
Buck. Yeah,
wondering.
that's who I was
Yeah.
talking about. I will tell y'all more about the forum as we go on, because that's gonna be something that's coming up in the future. I know Detroit really feeling themselves after last season. They better be able to back it up.
Mm-mm.
I
So
know Lions fans are feeling themselves because, of course, the news has come out earlier today. Penei Sewell got re-signed. I believe it was 4 years, 112 million for Penei Sewell at
what?
right tackle, well deserved. And Amon-Ra St.
Wow.
Brown got a 4 year, I believe, $122 million extension as well. Again, I'm ticked off about that because I was banging on the table for Amon-Ra St. Brown, and we traded up. John Robinson's stupid tail traded up for Des Fitzpatrick, of all people, who's not even in the league right now. The other two guys I
What?
wanted are at least still playing. One just got an extension. I will
Mm.
get those numbers to reconfirm, so that way I have, one thing about Titans the Truth, we try to have our facts straight. So I believe I'm going to have the numbers in just a quick second. Let's see if I can get that right. Yeah, up to 25 million per year. I know they broke it. They were saying that they were in talks, but I believe it is already all but official. I'm just going to get y'all the numbers on that. But I wanted Amon-Ra St. Brown. I did. I wanted Amon-Ra St. Brown badly, and the fact that they didn't messed me up. But yeah, they did. I believe all of this was as of yesterday. They
Oh,
locked up both of those guys on the same day. The draft is open. Bears are on the
oh, the
clock.
Bears
Should
is
not
up.
take them long to do what they're supposed to do. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, the
Amon-Ra
Bears is
St. Brown,
up.
4 years, $120 million. Penei Sewell,
Wow.
4 years, $112 million for both of those
Wow.
guys. So that's what it is. St. Brown gets $77 million guaranteed. Penei Sewell, $85 million guaranteed. So
Ooh.
when you do it right, you pay your guys their next contract. Something the Titans failed to do with A.J. Brown. And then, of course, A.J. got a 3 year, $96 million extension earlier today, to be exact. I see we got Cookie, we got Derek. I mean, we got quite a few people on here. So, you know, Miss Mims, I'm going to ask you, just for a
Sure.
bit. What position do you think would be best for the Titans? Do we go offensive line? Do we go wide receiver? Um, I mean, it depends on how the board goes. Trading back is also a possibility. Try to get more
Okay.
picks, more cracks
Okay.
at the at the draft. So, we try not to spoil anything, but which position do you think we should go? The Titans should go at number 7.
Right. 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 So my pick is the O line. Is the what's his name? Alt.
Alt. Control Alt
Yeah, Alt
Delete.
for Notre
Love
Dame.
it.
I
Joe
I
Alt.
would say my pick is Joe Alt from Notre Dame because let me say this though, we do need more offensive line because for the last few years it was terrible,
Agreed.
terrible, and yeah, that's when they didn't. Yeah, so for the last season, they did not give Henry the ball like they supposed to be, so that way he can run the ball to make the touchdown. But instead, they so I'm gonna see how this season is going to take. But as for now, my pick is Joe Alt for Notre Dame. That's
I
my pick.
and honestly, that would be the very smart pick. It's the consensus pick. I think that's where a lot of experts have had the Titans going with that. That's probably one of the more consistent picks that
Mhm.
everybody has taken so far. Now we know
Mhm.
with this draft, again, the draft is unpredictable, ladies and gentlemen. This draft could go a whole lot of different ways. This draft could go a whole lot of different ways.
That's
And,
right.
right now there's rumors that maybe the Chargers could take Alt at 5, which I don't think does them any good. He's a left tackle, not a guy that should go to right. Now we're
Mm.
hearing, the Titans might like JC Latham. But
Mm.
I would not take JC Latham at 7. I think he is a right tackle. I think he is
Mhm.
purely a right tackle. I would not take JC Latham at 7. If you
Mhm.
trade back, get some picks,
Mhm.
maybe I could deal with that. If you get some more picks, I'd rather take
Mhm.
Alt or Olu Fashanu, or Fashanu, I should say, first. Um, of course, Shane is saying Neighbors is my first choice. Olu is my second choice. Now, that's another thing. I will say, if Malik Neighbors and Malik Neighbors, the wide receiver out of LSU, if they're both on the board again, that is going to be the most fun, the most interesting, but most uncomfortable 10 minutes of our lives. Because you don't know which way they're going. I think you go
Mhm.
tackle because, again, that is your safest pick. You need your offensive line. You can help solidify that. And
Mhm.
your left side for the next 10 years is fine. You ain't got to worry about the
Right.
left side. Then you just focus on working on the right, which I would not mind in this draft. They double dip at tackle. That is another thing,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen. Do not be surprised if the Titans go double dipping at tackle. Maybe at
Yeah.
38, maybe if they trade back, get an extra third round pick, or in the fourth
Mhm.
round, they double dip and find a right tackle.
Ooh,
Blake
look at that boy
Fisher
going.
from Notre Dame would be a good pickup. Somebody to go right with Alt. They know each other. Christian Jones is another tackle out of Texas that could go later. He can play right tackle. So don't be surprised if we double dip with the tackles. Now we do need help defensively at some point. We need an
Mhm.
edge rusher. Um, we need some help on the defensive line. Yes. Um,
Mhm.
we need a middle
We need that
linebacker
too.
badly. We need
Mhm.
a
We need that
sure
too.
middle linebacker. And then safety, which I think we're going to sign a safety after the draft. The Bears pick is in, which I think we
Uh-oh.
can spoil this one because I think we all know where they're going.
Uh,
They're going to go Caleb Williams
Uh-oh.
at number one. There, there's no way they're going anybody else besides Caleb Williams at one. They go with anybody else
Uh-oh.
besides Caleb Williams, I'm going to trip, which they're
The
not
kid
going
from
to do that.
LSU. And the kid from LSU, Daniels, I don't know, but we'll
Now,
see who's number one.
I don't think Jalen Daniels is going number one.
I, right.
And see, I'm already seeing some spoils already, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious.
Wow.
This one, of course, we're going to spoil it. We've known for 3 months when the Bears had the first overall pick where they were going. We do
Uh-oh,
this.
the pick is in. Uh-oh.
So the pick
I
is
should get my
in,
popcorn right quick. Hold
and
on
we're
just 1 minute.
expecting it to be Caleb Williams. All right. But we're expecting it to be Caleb Williams. The pick is in. Here comes Roger Goodell.
24 NFL draft, and for the first time since 1947, it's the Bears that make the selection. With the first pick in the 2024 NFL draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams.
Obviously.
There in Chicago, there's your new hopes and dreams. You know his story because he's been a superstar since he was in high school in Washington, D.C. He committed to Oklahoma. He followed Lincoln Riley to L.A. The rest is history.
So it's pretty obvious.
His career with 120 touchdowns and 33 starts, and as mentioned,
no shock there. Caleb Williams goes number one to the Chicago Bears. We figured that. But again, you know, that conversation, is going to
Wow.
be an interesting one if it is indeed, between Alt and Neighbors. So now Caleb Williams goes to Chicago. He will be their starting quarterback next season. I hope they have that offensive line ready.
Wow.
Because they do have weapons. They got Keenan Allen. They got DJ Moore. Now they have a quarterback. And, they could, if the Titans pass on Joe Alt, maybe the Bears go left tackle, because I don't know how much confidence they have in Braxton Jones. They could go another receiver with Roma Dunzier, and could be that third receiver, and the Bears could look kind of nice offensively. And so that's going to be very interesting. But everybody, welcome to the 2024 NFL Draft. The first pick has already been made. Again, everybody go smash that like button. We're going to be live. We're going to have my guy 615 Podcast, Lee Hillis, joining us in just a bit. I'm gonna attempt to see if I could get a certain somebody as well to join us. I'm gonna see if I can get another friend of mine. I'm gonna see if I can get one more. Maybe I can reach out and see if we can go to the danger zone a little bit. We'll definitely see if we can get my guy Ken Moore as well. Lee's gonna be joining us in a little bit once we get around closer to the pick. But Caleb Williams to the Bears, I think that is an excellent pick. He's a very good quarterback. I mean, I think he definitely has some diva in him. Because there were, some things about him that were coming out, like, seemed like he was a diva, wants to have ownership in a team or something like that. He wants it all to go his way. But I think it's a good pick for them. I think it's an excellent pick for the Bears. And, I know Chicago, They hype. They only got 4 picks in this whole draft, so they gotta make it
Yeah,
count because they
that's
pick
true.
again at
That's right.
9, and after that they don't pick again until 75 tomorrow night.
So what time tomorrow night?
I believe that it's the same time tomorrow night. It'll go a little bit faster. Because I believe instead of 10 minutes per pick, I believe it
Uh-huh.
is 7 minutes in the second round and 5
Okay.
minutes in the third round
Okay.
per pick. And what is Schefter
Okay.
hearing?
And in the end, the two quarterbacks that had the most support
Yeah.
within the community
So my
association.
question is that to everybody, who has the most fans right now in the draft? I know Nashville has the largest fans for the draft. So this year, who? I'm sorry, who got the most draft in history?
You talk
You
about
know
as
what I'm
far
trying
as
to
most
say?
fans at the draft?
You know, for each draft. Oh, okay, guys, I remember nine in 4 years. It's 5 years ago. It was in Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember Nashville has the most fans than everybody else in the history. Yeah,
Yeah, it had
like the Vegas
600,000
they
over that
had.
3 day span, which oh my God. That was probably one of the most incredible scenes I ever saw. And it was beautiful.
Exactly.
It was
It was.
absolutely beautiful to see.
Yes.
It was
Yes, it
beautiful.
was.
I
Oh,
I was doing a draft show at a place not far from downtown at that time because I was living there.
mhm.
And then the Commanders have about 2.5 minutes to go, but I think they're going quarterback as well. Uh, I know
Uh-oh.
about one of my best friends is paying attention now on this,
Uh-oh.
so I know she is definitely paying attention at the very moment. Um,
She's going to the Commanders. I
she's a
knew it.
Commanders fan, so she still likes to call them the
He's going to the
Redskins.
Commanders.
I joke with
He's
her
going
about
to
it.
the
I'm like,
Commanders.
they're not the Redskins anymore, right? And so the Commanders pick is in. This could be interesting because I don't know if it's going to be Drake May or
Mm-mm.
Jaden Daniels. I'm
Daniels. It's
I'm gonna say
Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, and I think
That's
I
what I just
believe
said
I see
too.
Hall. I believe I see quarterback Mr. Williams back there. One of our famous Doug Williams, probably one of the greatest black quarterbacks to ever play the game. And yes, round 1 is 10 minutes, round 2 is 7 minutes, and then from 3 to 6 is 5 minutes each, and
Ooh,
then
look at
round
all those
7 is
people.
4.
Ooh,
So
look at all those people.
it is incredible. It's a great sight. Can't wait for them to bring it back to Nashville. When they do, I will be going again. We'll probably do this again and everything, but we're definitely going to see where the pick goes with the Commanders. But I think it's going to be
Uh-oh,
Jaden
here we
Daniels
go.
at 2. So
Yep.
here
Yep, that's
comes
my
the
pick too.
commissioner.
Yep, that's my pick.
With the second pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the
I
Washington
knew it.
Commanders select
I knew it.
Jaden Daniels.
I knew
There it
it.
is.
I knew it.
Jaden Daniels,
I knew
quarterback,
it.
LSU.
Yep, I
So
knew it.
far, the draft is going according to plan. So far, draft going
We
according to
playing them this
plan.
year. Well, we playing them this year. Away. Yep.
Which is a
Yep, we
game
playing
I
them this
might
year.
actually try to go. I may actually try to attend that game. Like I said, I might, see if one of my best friends, like I said, she's a Commanders fan, see if I can get a few people. We all go to DC and check out the Commanders and the Titans play. That might be something there.
Same way, had no questions after saw CJ Stroud.
Wow.
But that is an excellent, excellent pick. For I mean, I will say Jaden Daniels surprised me out of all of these guys because I know a lot of people say he was really, really good, but he came
Yeah,
out of
he
nowhere
is.
for me. Like, came out of nowhere
Wow.
and won the Heisman. I was not expecting Jaden Daniels to win the Heisman. And he came,
I
I
didn't
mean,
either.
look, I might have been from under a rock. And then Parker
Wow.
Davis says, Marvin Harrison Jr. is still on the board. We haven't gotten to the good part yet. Now, New England, this could be where things get a little interesting because, New England probably should take quarterback with Drake May. I think the draft really starts possibly at 4. I think that's where it really starts. Um, but you have heard rumors that the Giants could be
Wow.
trading up to 3, for a quarterback. You've heard Minnesota, Denver trying to trade up. And the Titans have been a part of those talks too. There have been some investigations of trading down depending on how things go. Things have not gotten wild just yet. But believe me, even after the Titans pick, some things are going to get wild. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Detroit, I want to say it was either last year or the year before, went with Jack Campbell, a linebacker, in the first round, and I'm thinking this guy was probably supposed to go second or third round. They pick him in the first, like just shock. Wasn't expecting it. Didn't think it was gonna happen, but it did. So you're gonna have those type of picks too. You just hope the Titans are not
Oh
the one that
wow.
does that, because they'll pick somebody that's like, oh my God, did they just do that?
Wow.
But
I
I liked
cannot
what
wait for
Rand
the
said earlier in their press conference. They were like, um, he said, this is actually it feels like this is my very first draft now. And I think, honestly, a lot of that was because Vrabel had a lot of say, wanted all the control. He wanted all the power. He wanted who he wanted. And now Rand is like, I can finally do my job. And I think
Woo!
that's good. And the Patriots are not trading down. So the pick is in. I'm expecting it to be Drake May. I think Drake May is going to be the pick for the Patriots. Now, again, I've heard there could be some craziness with the Patriots too. That the Patriots might do something completely off the wall, could do something completely ridiculous. It would not shock me. Um, it definitely wouldn't shock me if they did that. I mean, if they did, it would drive me insane. But we're definitely going to find out. But yes, the Patriots pick is in. I am not looking at my Twitter X unless it has something to do with the Titans. If it has something to do with the Titans, then I'm paying attention. But other than that, I'm not. Um, I saw on Twitter, London Titan says first 6 picks is like the undercard.
Zero chance that they are moving out of that slot. They are going to take their quarterback in the future.
And so, you just heard it. Adam Schefter says they're not moving. They're taking their quarterback of the future. It could be Drake May. It could be J.J. McCarthy. I think it's going to be Drake May at 3 going to the New England Patriots.
Wow.
And
Oh
unfortunately, when you
wow.
watch the draft, a long time ago, it used to be very suspenseful. You didn't know where they were going with picks. But now it just seems like they're giving the picks away. You can tell when they're going to a player and looking at them or anything, you're already giving the pick away pretty much. You know where they're going. And so here's Roger Goodell. I believe Drake May will be the pick at 3.
Hey, here comes pick number 3.
Yep, you're right, Mr. Chris. You're right. It's Drake May
You're
for
a little bit
North
ahead of me.
Carolina.
You're ahead of me by a couple seconds. So,
And so after all of
I'm
the
sorry.
speculation, it is going almost exactly as had been projected.
and
Okay.
it
Woohoo.
is. This draft is going exactly the way it was supposed to go so far. Again, fireworks are going to happen eventually, and I think now we're at 4. This could be where the draft truly
Uh-oh.
begins.
JJ McMurphy going to the Cardinals or the Giants. I don't know.
Now,
I
again,
know the Cardinals is up now.
the Cardinals are up now. They could stick and take Marvin Harrison Jr. at 4, which I think that's what they should do. But this could be the prime spot for the trade. You got, the
Mm-hmm.
Giants could trade up for a quarterback. If there's anybody that's trading up, they're trading up for a quarterback. You got the Giants at
Mm-hmm.
6, Minnesota at 11. You got Denver at 12, the Raiders at 13. Could all trade up for a quarterback. So, you know,
Oh,
I know, Miss Bibbs, I know you a Michigan girl. I know you cheer all
that's right.
Wolverines.
That's right.
And I would blow a gasket if they pick Roman Wilson at 7, which they won't. Maybe in the second round. Maybe in the second round they might do it. I would be okay with that because I think I do like Roman Wilson a bit. I think
I
he's a
do
little bit faster
too.
than people think, but
He's really good. Yes.
you know, but I think he's primarily a slot guy. I think he's a slot receiver at best, and I think that might be where we need somebody to come out of the slot. And again, one thing I forgot to mention, everybody, we're not just talking about picks that could get traded. Players could get traded too.
Yeah. Yeah.
T.
Yeah.
Higgins, T. Higgins in Cincinnati won out. Just came out, I believe, the other day or yesterday. Trey Hendrickson, their pass rusher, has requested a trade. Now there's a pick. Now there's somebody I wouldn't mind trading for. If you get an extra second or an extra third, I'll go for Trey Hendrickson. Go alongside Harold Landry. That dude has a motor that doesn't stop. I'll trade if I get an extra second. I'll trade one of those for Trey Hendrickson, and we have our edge player. So I would not mind that at all. But during the press conferences, you know, Brian Callahan has mentioned, trying to get more out of the slot. And, he's mentioned Kyle Phillips. He's mentioned NWY, maybe Mason Kinsey. One name that has not been mentioned very much by Titans brass recently, Traylon Burks. Nobody's really
Oh
talked about
man.
him at all. That's the Adam Schefter saying something.
He couldn't stay
And
healthy at all.
Schefter is saying they're going to stick at number 4 too. So looks like Marvin Harrison Jr. is headed west, I think.
Uh-oh.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Uh-oh.
headed west. Kyler Murray is probably going to be very happy. And of course, former Titans assistant GM Monty Ossenford in control out there in Arizona. And I give props to him because he worked hard. He did get interviewed for the general manager position when they let John Robinson go because basically Monty Ossenford was second in command. And so they did give Monty Ossenford a shot, but he ended up going to Arizona. Of course, we got Rand Carthon. But now, who's going to be the first receiver? Is it Marvin Harrison Jr. or could it be Malik Neighbors? And again,
Neighbor? I
I've
don't know
already
if
said
neighbors
this
or
on record. If Marvin Harrison Jr. is somehow on the board at 7 when the Tennessee Titans pick, I don't give a rat's tail who else is on the board. Give me Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he goes here at 4. But
Uh-oh.
if Marvin Harrison Jr. is on the board, which I don't think he will be, I think he's about to get picked. I would have took Marvin Harrison Jr. even over Joe Alt. I'm just saying, for Arizona, this is too easy of a pick. If they pick Malik Neighbors, I will be shocked. But I think it's going to be Maserati Marv.
In the 2024 NFL Draft.
Oh! Oh! Oh my
Again,
God!
draft still going as expected.
He went to the Cardinals. Oh,
and I'm actually kind of glad
man.
he's not going to be in the AFC South. You know, because there were rumors that the Colts, you know, maybe wanted to trade up to get him, or you know, have him join his father. You know, follow his father's footsteps. But I'm glad he's going out west. We ain't got to deal with him.
Wow.
I was hoping Marvin might fall to 7, but there was a very slim chance that was going to happen. We all knew that. I mean, Marvin's the best wide receiver in this class. He falls into Arizona's lap pretty easy.
God, we wanted this dude. I wanted him on our squad.
I would have liked him.
Man.
I would have liked him. He would have been nice. You know, they say he has some diva in him as well, but that's fine. He only took a couple of visits. He only took like 1 or 2 visits, and the Cardinals were one of them. I believe the other might have been the Bears. They took a visit with. I mean, Marv didn't really do anything. No combine. You know, even the Titans talked to him at the combine. But no combine workout, no pro day workout or anything like that. So, you know, is he going to be coming in rusty or anything like that? So that's something that we're going to definitely find out. But the Cardinals have their quarterback. I mean, the Cardinals have their wide receiver, a playmaker. He could be Larry Fitzgerald all over again. Arizona just picked up a good player. Now, what do the Chargers do? I mean, the Chargers could go Malik Neighbors. They've been talking about Joe Alt. They could go JC Latham. You know, here at 5. DO9 said we should have lost that last game against the Jags. Look.
Wow.
Here's what I'm saying. And Ms. Bibbs is not going to like me saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I told y'all what really should have happened. We should have lost that game to the Miami Dolphins. We would probably be up. We probably would have picked already. We would have been probably at the highest, we would have been at 2. We could have been as high as 2, maybe as low as 5, if we had lost that game to the Dolphins like I wanted us to. I wanted us to lose that game because I figured we're going to get blown out. We're going to get embarrassed on national TV. I'm like, look, and I'm being realistic. And I'm thinking, take the loss, move up in the draft. But that same weekend, the Commanders lost. I believe they were like at 4 or 5, and that's how they got up to 2. When they lost that game and we won, there was no way we were going to be able to get up.
Oh.
If we had lost that game to the Dolphins, and then lost that game at the end to the Jags, we could have picked at 2. And we could have traded down, maybe to 4, maybe to 5, still get some capital, and still get the people we wanted. But
exactly.
Don't get me wrong.
I thought we won that game against the Dolphins at the last season. I thought we did.
Yes, we did. We won the game. I wanted them to lose, but to move up in the draft.
Wow.
That's what I wanted. And so I know a lot of fans gave me slack. You know, a lot of fans gave me slack for that. And I was like, that's fine. That's fine. I'm looking to the future. I'm
Wow.
looking to the future.
Wow.
And so it looks like
Mm.
this is the fifth time
Check
that
this out.
first round draft picks, you had players picked in the first round who have Hall of Fame dads,
Put
of
that
course.
photo. Yep.
Howie Long
I
had
seen
two
that on
sons
there.
picked in the first round. One I think was an offensive lineman, one I believe was a defensive lineman, I want to say. Of course, Bruce Matthews had his son, Jake Matthews, go to Atlanta. And now Marvin Harrison Sr. gets Marvin Harrison Jr., goes to the Cardinals. It's going to be kind of weird seeing Marvin Harrison Sr. wearing some red. You know,
Wow.
that's going to be very interesting. But,
I,
um,
oh, I have a question. I
all
thought
right.
Matthews go to on the Green Bay.
What's that?
I said I thought Jake Matthews played for the on the Packers.
No, he played for Atlanta. That's, ooh, I'm not sure you
Bruce
mentioned him playing for the
Matthews'
Packers,
son.
no, Jake Matthews is the lineman for Atlanta.
What?
Yeah, he's in Atlanta.
I know. I did not know that he left. I did not know that he left Green Bay. So when did he
He never
left
got
Green
picked
Bay?
by. He got drafted by Atlanta.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was always picked by Atlanta.
Oh wow. Oh, I thought he played Green Bay at first, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he
know
was
he did.
drafted by the Falcons, sixth overall in I want to say 2014. He's picked. He's still with Atlanta. He's played his whole career there.
Wow.
Never
Oh
played in Green Bay.
wow.
You're talking about Clay Matthews.
That's it.
You're
Yeah,
talking about
that's
Clay
it.
Matthews. Now the
Yeah, yeah,
Chargers are
yeah. That's what I.
under.
Yeah.
The Chargers are at about a minute and a half. I think they're trying to work out a trade, which is why
Uh oh.
they're taking so long. I think a trade could be happening here, but it looks like the Chargers are sticking and picking. So it looks like the Chargers are going to stay where they are. I think what happened, they were trying to make a trade. Maybe a trade didn't materialize yet, and the Chargers are going to stick. We're going to see where they go. Oh my God. Feel bad. Is Marvin Harrison Sr. in jail? Didn't he get his gun charges dropped? I don't know. Marvin Harrison Sr., I don't think is in jail because, I mean, Marvin Harrison is a pretty straight up dude. So, um, I'm trying to see.
I don't know who they got.
So I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, like Pinball said, yeah, you were thinking about Clay Matthews. But no, the Chargers did not make a trade. So far, nothing crazy just yet. Now, again, what I would like, the best case scenario, is the Titans maybe trade down and like with Minnesota and still get Joe Alt. And you pick up
Oh,
some extra picks. Like, if they don't want to give up
right.
23, I say give me a number one next year. Now, I did hear about that earlier today. The Chargers there were some talks with teams about Justin Herbert possibly on the trading block. And I'm thinking, would Jim Harbaugh be that stupid and trade
Wow.
Justin Herbert
Wow.
and then pick J.J. McCarthy? I mean, but there was an interesting situation if, you know, with Minnesota, you I think you get 11 and 23 from Minnesota and a first next year. Minnesota gets Justin Herbert, or you give up 11 and something and you still keep 5.
In the 2024
That would have been interesting.
Oh, Mr. Chris, oh my God.
No! You gotta be kidding me! Them damn Chargers stole our guy! The Chargers steal our guy!
Wow. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Wow. Oh. Mm.
All right, y'all. I'm on the phone right now trying to fix this little itty bitty problem that we have,
Oh,
but let's see.
God. Oh. See, Mr. Chris,
Yeah.
this,
And
this,
now
this is what I be saying. That's what I be talking about. When we pick
we have
certain things, ain't nothing happen.
and
Oh,
you know,
God.
I did not think this was gonna happen. I did not think this was gonna happen, and it did.
I
We're almost heading
stand.
into worst. We're almost heading into doomsday scenario.
I said it's on the show on Wednesday night. I said whoever we pick. I said this on Wednesday night when I commented. I said keep your finger crossed on that because we never know what's going to happen. Did I say it or not?
You said it, and that's the thing. It's like you don't know what's gonna happen. Now, I will say, if the
Exactly.
Giants take JJ McCarthy, which they are looking at him as we speak, if
Wow.
the Giants take JJ McCarthy, there could be a sense of relief because it makes our
Uh
pick
oh.
a whole lot easier.
Uh
The
oh.
Giants are not trading down either.
Uh oh.
Here is where
Oh
things
boy.
are about to get crazy.
Exactly.
I'm like,
Oh
my
Lord
God.
Jesus.
I'm like, my God. The Los Angeles Chargers had to ruin everything.
I'm gonna say this,
Uh
Chris.
oh. Oh, oh, oh,
Who did the
hold
Giants
up,
go with?
hold up.
Let's see what the Giants are going with.
Crap!
JJ McCarthy.
Nope.
No!
Oh no!
He was my backup.
Doomsday scenario.
I now know where they're going.
God,
It's going to be either JC
I
Latham or
know.
Olu
I'm
Fashanu.
praying to God. I'm praying to God, not JC Latham. Trade down. The Titans have got to trade down now. Now is the time to trade down. The Titans have to trade down.
Praise
Get
God.
out
That's
of there.
right.
This is doomsday scenario.
Wow.
This is the worst case scenario.
Uh-oh.
If
Oh,
I
yes.
said
Here we go. Here's
if
number
all
7.
neighbors, then the Titans are now on the clock. The
Oh,
Titans are
God.
now on the clock. I
I
gotta
don't know who we're
update.
getting.
I gotta update that.
I don't know who we're getting.
I
Oh, Jesus.
I
Oh,
don't like
Jesus.
it.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know who we're getting. I don't know who we getting. Since the Chargers stole our weapons.
I don't like this at all. I do not like this situation. The Titans have got to get out of
Wow.
there.
Lord
The
Jesus.
Titans have got to trade out. In my opinion, we got also King Ward joining us. And probably get my computer back then. The Chargers not only messed up my computer,
Wow.
but
Oh, my heart ain't right. My
literally,
heart ain't right. My heart ain't right. Oh, we ain't right. We ain't right.
this is literally doomsday
Man, I
scenario.
wanted it.
The Tennessee Titans have got to get out of there. They have got to get out of 7. They cannot stay at 7. They have got to get out of there.
Hi, Mr. Moore. How are you?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
How's
I
everybody?
tell you one thing.
Testing.
My heart ain't right.
I think
Going
My
right.
heart ain't right. I tell you why my heart ain't right. So
I think
earlier we was talking about Joe Alt, right? For the longest. So that Wednesday night on the show, I said on the comment, I said, we never know what's going to happen. Who
We
are we
don't.
going to pick as for the Titans?
I
And
feel
and
like
now And now the Chargers stole out our best weapon.
Guys,
you know what?
I don't know if you
Oh,
guys have been watching the
that
Danger Zone
Lamar case.
podcast, but
Wow.
I said on Sunday night that this was the doomsday scenario for the Titans.
It is.
Wow.
That the Chargers either trade or take Joe Alt. Malik Neighbors goes to the Giants.
Testing.
And
Yep.
then the Titans are stuck now. The trade partner would be Minnesota if Minnesota wants to come up and get JJ McCarthy. So
I agree.
Oh,
if they want to come up and get JJ
wow.
McCarthy, we could trade back to 11 and also get number 23, and then we would have 2 first-round picks.
Testing.
That's the best case scenario right now.
That is the best case scenario. Because this is doomsday scenario. If they can't get out, if they cannot get out, I think they won't
Here we go.
And unfortunately,
Here we
it looks
go.
like the pickers in the Titans did not get out.
Let's
I'm
go.
hoping,
Let's go.
I am praying it is Roma Dunzier. I do not want JC Latham.
They could be drafting
Roma
for
Dunzier,
another
wide receiver from Washington.
I'm hoping that's the pick. That would make the most sense. Rand maybe did try to trade back and maybe couldn't find a dance partner.
Here we
Minnesota.
go. Come on, Titans.
But
Let's go.
this is the worst situation that the Titans could be in.
I got my pom pom. Woo-hoo.
Hey,
I'm going to
Chris,
say this. It's
I'm
time
gonna say this.
to be disappointed.
You're about to blow a fuse.
I know.
What?
I know.
I know who it is.
I am going to blow a gasket. I've already seen what happens, and I absolutely hate it.
They could be drafting for another team, guys.
Wow.
The thing is, I don't think they're trading out. I don't think they could have traded out. I'm hoping. I don't know if trades can happen after the pick has been chosen.
Trades can happen at any time during the draft, Chris. So they could be drafting for another team right now. I'm not saying they are. I'm saying they could be.
Jake 24 Ty says, Ken, what are your sources telling you?
My sources already told me what was going to happen. It was going to be a doomsday scenario that we wouldn't get Joe out on Malik Neighbors.
Wow. Man. Even the whole Facebook was talking about it.
Yeah,
Facebook was talking about get Joe Alt.
It was a foregone conclusion that Joe Alt was going to be the guy. I honestly thought foregone conclusion. There is no way. I didn't think there was no way things could go wrong.
Wow.
09. Wow. You can get on too, but oh my God. Let's see,
Chris, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
What I'm about to do. Lee has been in this situation.
Don't do it.
I guarantee you.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You want social media? Don't do it. Don't do it.
Chris, you're literally about to blow a head gasket. I know the pick. I know the pick.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Monty Rice.
How I am.
Don't do it.
He knows how I am. And I'm telling you now, once this pick is shown, because I'm trying not to spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
Thank you.
I know what the pick is. And I absolutely hate it. I'm just going to tell y'all right now.
I know it. I hate it too.
I hate it
too. I hate it too. I know it, but I hate it too.
I know why you hate the pick. I know why you hate the pick.
Exactly.
I'm not saying
why you hate the pick. And it has nothing to do with the Titans in themselves.
That's the same thing I felt last year, and when or year before last when guess when I want some person on the team on the Titan team, ain't nothing happened. I was like explode. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? They went to certain team. I said, why they can't pick the Titans? But Lord, what do we got? The pick is in for the Tennessee Titans. Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, I'm just gonna say on my maybe this is best for me, but it looks to me, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself.
Chris is about to scream.
Prepare yourself. Because I absolutely can't stand this. I can't. I'm hoping it's Roma Doomsday.
Oh, Alabama. Oh, JC.
Damn it, I hate this pick. I hate this pick. Man, what the hell are you doing?
And Alabama, baby. Yeah, baby. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Let's go. Roll Tide. I'm sorry. JC, Roll Tide. Wow.
Now I wish we'd have kept Derek.
I absolutely hate this pick. I hate this pick. I do. And it's not really JC Latham. It's really not JC Latham. It's the fact we got stuck. The Titans needed to trade out of there. They needed to get out of there, and they did. And I think this was bad. If you're gonna pick a tackle at 7, go ahead and pick Ola Afternoon at 7. If that's the case, I would have been okay with that. I did not want JC Latham above
anything else. And I know I'm not the only one that's broadcasting. A certain somebody on a radio show in Nashville is doing the exact same thing. I hate this pick. Rand and Kelly are not going to be able to sell me on this one. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate this pick. I absolutely hate this pick.
I'm sorry. Roll Tide.
I don't give a damn about Roll Tide. I don't give a damn about that. I absolutely hate this pick. There is no way Rand is going to be able to sell this to me. There is no way Rand going to say, this is the guy we wanted all along, because that is nothing but bull. That is exactly what it is. It is BS, and we all know it. I don't even want to watch the rest of the draft anymore after this. I don't. I don't, but I'm going to do that because of my loyal viewers. I hate this pick, and I'm going to hate it. I hate it just as much as the Isaiah Wilson pick. I hate this pick just that much. I think this was a big mistake. I would have rather taken Duvier, Olu Fashanu. How long took Brock Bowers? I probably would not have liked that one, but I would have dealt with it. I think I would have came around to it. There is no way I can come around to this one. There is absolutely no way. And this mother sucker better be an all-pro every year. He better be good. Because if he's not, I'm coming for Rand's head. Literally. He's basically lost all credibility with me. Everything that he did in the offseason don't mean jack now because he screwed up. Big mistake. Big mistake.
I know how you feel.
I have a question. I have a question. Why did he take a right tackle instead of a left tackle? I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Exactly.
The question because what I would have done, and Chris, you said it. Trade back.
Let me see.
Well, maybe they guys. Just because they didn't trade back doesn't mean they didn't try to trade back.
But they failed. They failed.
I would trade back in the second if I can.
You have to. 38, you have to trade back.
Because
38, you have to trade back.
I sat down with Mike Herndon yesterday and did my final mock draft. We traded back with Cincinnati in the second. Gave them 38, got 49 and 97, which is Cincinnati's third round.
So what number we next?
This better have been Bill Callahan's call. This better have been Bill Callahan's call.
Because if Tennessee was to trade back and get 97 in the third round, what I did was go Blake Fisher from Notre Dame, who played left tackle until he got hurt, was then replaced by Joe Alt. When he came back, he automatically plugged right into right tackle. So there's a guy right there in Blake Fisher who can play both sides.
I don't even want to watch the rest of the draft now because
I know where Atlanta went.
So disappointed. I am extremely, extremely disappointed. I am. I just
I feel the same way you feel, Mr. Chris.
Rand has failed me. Rand has failed me.
Chris,
Rand has failed me.
Atlanta, I know where they went, and it's not what you thought. What you would think. It's not.
You would think they would go defense, perhaps, but Roma Duzier is sitting there for the taking.
No.
And of course, XD Gamer is having a great time at my expense. I will update the rest of the draft in just a bit. I just gotta
cool down.
Oh my God! And the hit.
Wow!
Unbelievable.
4 quarterbacks off the
Michael
board.
Penix wasn't even supposed to go until day 2. And
Oh, no, he
JJ
was going to
McCarthy
that.
got me sitting there like, what the hell? But again, another team that's probably really happy right now is the Minnesota Vikings. Because they could get JJ McCarthy and didn't have to do a thing.
I'm thinking Chicago is probably going to Roma Dunze.
They're going.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We basically gift wrap Roma Dunze for Chicago. We basically gift wrapped them.
And I guarantee you, Minnesota at 11 will probably go McCarthy. And then if Dallas Turner's still there at 23, I think they go Dallas Turner if he's still there at 23.
I could see that. I could see that.
Jets. I know where the Jets are going.
And people are saying, well, I didn't watch the tape. Yes, I did watch the tape. I talked about JC Latham. I watched a couple of games of Alabama. The thing about it is, as Ken alluded to, he's a right tackle.
Question
And people want to just come out and say, oh, it's easy for him to move from right to left.
Chris, hold up. I don't want to get your hopes up. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up.
You can't.
There could be a trade. There could be a trade between the Chargers and the Titans. Titans are going to have to give up something to flip those two picks because the Chargers really need a right tackle. The Titans really need a left tackle. So there's a possibility that these teams could flip those picks. Say what?
A little Eli Rivers, Phillip Rivers action?
I mean, that did happen after. That did happen after the draft.
That could be a scenario where the Titans are going to have to sweeten the pot to get Joe Alt from the Chargers. Just keep that in mind. Just keep it in mind.
Because here's what
I'm not getting my hopes up.
I said, don't get your hopes up, but it's a possibility. That's what a little bird just told me that.
I'm not getting my hopes up because Rand done let me down. Rand has let me down tonight. I got my hopes up and excited for this.
Lou, man, fire Rand immediately. Save the draft.
Right. D09 says, who cares? He's a right tackle. Dude's a beast. Here's the problem, D09. We need a left tackle. We need a left. Not right. We can kind of fix with nuts and bolts. We need a left. Where was our problem? Our main problem was on the right side. On the right side did have some issues. Our main problem was on the left side. And I don't like, now, Lee, here, y'all can speak to this a little bit more than me. Where, not too many times do you hear of a player being able to go from one side to the other, and it's a seamless transition. Even with Jack Conklin, it took some time.
Yeah.
All the experts want to say it's easy. Oh, he can move from left to right or right to left. It is not as easy as people think it is.
No, it's not.
We'll find out. So the Bears make the first pick of this.
So they're thinking.
For you all. How come Chicago Bears jump back for number one? I don't understand.
Number one was the Chicago pick or Carolina pick from last year.
Oh,
Washington back to back.
See,
back to back.
The Titans could have overdue. They could have overdue. Now he goes to Chicago. Bears are having a daggum good night. They could have overdue. I would have been okay with that.
You got the number one quarterback and possibly the number 3 wide receiver in the draft, all in one night.
The Bears are done for the night. They don't pick again until tomorrow, and they have slam dunked it. And John Harbaugh, that thumb completely ruined everything.
Uh-oh.
And now the Jets have made a trade. So, trade alert.
Oh, to Minnesota. Oh,
The
oh yeah,
Jets
the
have
Jets.
traded out.
All right,
JJ
so
McCarthy, watch. JJ
according
McCarthy,
to
watch.
Yep. The Vikings are now on the clock at
JJ
10.
McCarthy.
So it looks like they might have switched back.
What was that?
I'm like,
Rams,
Yeah,
this.
JJ
It says Minnesota on the board at 11-2. So I'm like, what's going on here?
I'm gonna be like I'm in church. I'm gonna raise my hand like I'm in church.
Me too.
Right.
According to Corey Curtis, y'all's boy, Rand Carthon says the plan is to start JC Latham at left tackle. There you go, Chris.
I want to kill him.
Wow.
I want to be mad. I'm mad. I'm mad. Why did I
Don't
take
do it.
Fashanu, who already plays left tackle? He already plays left. This better be Bill. They better have said Bill Callahan. This was his call. That better be what was said.
I thought this was the Bill Callahan call.
This better have been a Bill Callahan call. This better have been a Bill Callahan call.
Bill Callahan is not making these picks.
No, but it has already been said by the Titans brass. When it comes to the offensive line, Bill Callahan has full control of the offensive line. When it comes to offensive line, that is Bill Callahan's baby.
Wow.
But I really think Bill Callahan had to add some influence with this pick. And it better, because that's the only way you can explain this.
McCarthy's going right here.
JJ McCarthy.
It's either McCarthy or
Yep.
And why are you being such a hater tonight? Why are you being such a hater? You know I'm right about this. Moving from left to right is not that easy of a fix. You're thinking it's that easy of a fix. And again, Dion, for your sake, he better be a beast like you claim he is. Because if he's not, I'm going to be throwing this all in your face, Dion. And I got love for you, homie. But I'm not with this. And the fact of the matter is, no, I don't listen to everybody else. I have my own thoughts. So please don't come on here with that. Don't come on here with that, D09. You've listened to me long enough. You know how I am. Don't get me started. I'm already pissed off. Don't make it work.
You speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
My show, my rules. Thank you.
So
don't come to me with all that.
And there's a tweet from Joe Rexroth. It says JC Latham will start at left tackle, and then Mike Herndon said he played left tackle all through high school. So he was pushed to right tackle at Bama.
But did he play right tackle at Alabama? The answer is no. He played left. He played right tackle the whole time. He never played left at Alabama. Now, he played a little bit of left at Alabama. Still would have hated it, but I would deal. And that's going to probably be J.J. McCarthy with the Vikings at 11. Rand said, let's see, Teron coming in and said, Rand said they had a ton of calls to move out of 7. He said they looked at the board and felt unless it was an offer that would blow them away, they were staying put and taking Latham. That is stupid. That is stupid by Rand. I would have traded out first chance I got. I don't care. And Lee, y'all want to know how I'm right? D09, pay attention. Titan offensive line coach Bill Callahan loves JC Latham. It's his favorite player in the draft per Diana Rossini. This was a Bill Callahan pick. He's got influence. He's a former head coach. So they're going to look to him for advice.
Well,
I hope Bill Callahan has something to do with this.
Well, maybe I'm not going to throw Latham out the door just yet. I want to see what Bill Callahan does.
He better make magic. He better make magic. I know that much.
Maybe he
Luke
can turn
Jones said
water
we
to
took the
wine.
worst possible player. Breaker said we should have traded. I agree 100%. I would have traded back. That's just me. I would have traded back. And D09 is so in love with JC Latham. I know you must be a big Alabama fan. You must be. Like Miss Mims, I know Miss Mims is a huge Alabama fan. I know she's a big Alabama fan. So I forgive her for that. Miss Mims, I just had to do that because I got love for you, and I gotta laugh and keep from being upset.
So
Ken, I appreciate that. Ken, I know you put up with my antics, but you've seen me like this before.
Hey, it's good for the soul. Let it out, brother. Let it out.
I
It's good. It's good for the soul.
I really don't like to see my friend upset like this.
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off.
Hey, Chris.
I'm just
I know
upset.
you are.
I'm pissed off.
Chris.
I want to
I know you upset.
Chris.
I know you upset. I know.
What's up, Ken?
You feel today the same way I felt the first day of free agency when they signed Tony Pollard.
My God.
When they signed Tony Pollard.
Oh my God.
Remember how I was
I am
the first day of free agency?
You were not happy about that at all.
I was not happy
about Mr. Moore, can I say something on Mr. Moore? I am so glad you brought that up because let me tell you, and Mr. Chris would tell you how I felt when they let Derrick Henry go. My heart just fall off. My heart just come out of my chest.
I think a lot of people did. Lee, you was about to say something.
The whole month. It took me the whole month of March trying to get over it, but I couldn't get over it. Man, I am so glad. I'm so glad you brought that up. I was so overwhelmed. I like. First, they did say that.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna let you get back to that. Lee, you was about to pop something.
The capital was just announced.
Yeah.
Between the Vikings and the Jets. Jets go from 10 to 11, but they also get a 4th and a 5th in this year. While the Vikings get 10 and the 6th.
Okay. That's fair.
And they stay at 23 as well, and the Jets, the Vikings still stay at 23.
Yeah.
So practically, Minnesota gave up nothing, basically.
Well, 4th and the 5th is I mean, those are significant picks.
4th round, 5th round. I mean, maybe Rams got some magic late.
So okay, so there's a couple of statements from one
and TAP described to the assistance program for survivors. The doctor fears those grieving the loss of a military.
So yeah, definitely salute to our military, salute to our troops. Ms. Bibbs, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
John Clinton says, was it worth taking a risk moving back because you don't know who will be available later? Oh my God. Thinking like a loser.
Minnesota.
Oh, I knew it.
JJ McCarthy.
I knew it.
And the Vikings gave up practically nothing. I gotta see that too.
So
I had to step out for a minute.
All right, we'll get you back in.
So there are a couple of tweets that came out. One's from Corey Curtis. Callahan said Latham, and this is in quotes, sees himself as a left tackle. He's expected to be one. That's from Corey Curtis. Mike Herndon retweeted a tweet from Buck Rising. Brian Callahan says Latham is plenty confident about lining up at left tackle in their conversation. But playing left tackle at one level, playing right tackle at another, and then wanting to come in and play left tackle, that is completely different.
Who's the left tackle at Alabama right now?
Good question.
Like, who's playing left tackle where he couldn't play left tackle?
And here's another thing that scares me to death about this pick. Alabama offensive linemen have not fared well in the NFL.
You're absolutely right.
Let's face the facts. Let's face the facts.
Right. You're absolutely
Alabama
right.
offensive linemen have not looked good in the NFL.
And you know why, Chris?
Talk to me.
You know why? Because they practice so hard. They play so hard. The competition is so hard that a lot of those guys, they peak at Alabama. They don't get better. And that's not to say once they get to the NFL, they're not great, but they've expended so much energy because they're competing every single day in practice against other five-star offensive and defensive linemen that they've exerted so much more energy than guys coming from other conferences and from other schools that by the time they get to the NFL, they've already reached their peak. There isn't another level for them to go to. And that's why Alabama linemen have such a difficult time getting better once they get to the NFL.
Yep. And I mean, we've seen that. Alex Leatherwood with the Raiders. He out of the league. Chance Warmack sucked with the Titans.
Out of the league.
Everybody said was the best guard, or I think it was said one of the best offensive linemen in the draft. Sucked. Evan Neal is in New York, I want to say.
I think
Sucked
so.
right now.
But it was Caden Proctor at left tackle for Bama last year. He transferred, went to Iowa, transferred back to Bama. So Caden Proctor's back at Bama. JC Latham at right tackle.
So, yeah, I'm not feeling this pick. D09, he better be all pro first year. Because if he's not, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna put it like this.
He better be a Pro Bowler year one.
He better be a Pro Bowler year one. And matter of fact, D09, I'm willing to put either some money or a jersey on the line. I'll say this. If JC Latham becomes an all-pro in his first year, I will purposefully buy a Latham jersey.
Well, there's zero chance of that.
I don't think so. I want to see if D09 is willing to put his money where his mouth is.
A New York Jet.
If not,
New York Jet.
Let's see, Brock Bowers. Olu
Fashanu.
You could have picked him at 7. I would have been a lot more happier if they had picked him at 7. That dude is a left tackle. No need to move him to the other side. No need to train him on the left side. You put him in there. Again, that makes me hate this pick even more. If it was Olu Fashanu, I would have been perfectly happy. I would have been like a little too high, but I'm like, it's Olu. I'm like, Olu pretty darn good. Which, since D09 doesn't think I watch film, I've watched film. And I even watched the film of the game against Michigan and Ohio State. I don't think he was terrible in the Ohio State game. Did he have a few struggles? Yes.
Well,
he had a snap or two where he struggled against Ohio State too. But I'm with you, Ken. I'm like I said, this is going to be a hard sell for me.
There's no way Rand is going to be able to sell me on this one. And again, I will update everything, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm
Ranking.
off of it because I'm a little ticked off, and rightfully so.
Did we lose him?
I think so. But Fashanu played with Caleb Williams at Gonzaga Collegiate School in D.C.
Okay, sorry, y'all.
Oh, you good? You good?
I just.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, there goes the She's back in. But
Oh yeah, I'm back.
I
Yeah, I had to do something.
I just think
quick.
the Chargers messed up everything. Now my mic ain't working on my computer, which I mean, y'all know I have a problem with. I think I'm gonna give me a new computer at some point because this one likes to just act extremely funny.
But
And
Yeah.
also, y'all, I will be joining up with the Four Phonies podcast on Sunday, and I'm gonna have a lot to say about this. Two-Tone Blue Nation said Bill Callahan had Latham #1 on his board. I told y'all this was a Bill Callahan pick.
Yep.
Bill Callahan has a lot more influence than people think. And
he's
a former head coach. He's one of the best offensive line coaches in the league. And let's see. Brian Callahan is talking about it. Said eager to play. I see from Caharky, eager to play left tackle, has traits for it. I
don't understand this because I thought the GM and vice president do that. It is not the coach's job to do that. It's the it's the GM's job to pick who they want to pick. It's not the head coach.
It is the GM's job, but at the same time,
collaborative effort.
It was a collaborative effort, and obviously Bill Callahan being a former NFL head coach, and he's one of the best offensive line coaches there's been. Obviously he's gonna have a lot of influence, and he's gonna have some say in, and they said, they even said it that
they said it yesterday.
Yeah, they even said it before that when it comes to the offensive line, Bill Callahan has complete control of the offensive line.
So far, 6 quarterbacks in the first round.
That is sick. I did not think 6 quarterbacks was going.
Because the 6th one just off the board to Denver.
Wow.
Rand Carthon says he felt like the Chargers were gonna select Joe Alt at #5.
Wow.
So Doak Kleiman, of course, he says, because I get updates from Doak Kleiman, who's at ESPN, I think. He says the pick is in.
Yeah, and I think they're going.
Who do you think?
I think they're probably going Bo Nix.
Bingo.
So do you know what our
that's
next
what I
number is?
Say. They're going Bo Nix.
We don't pick again until the 2nd round.
Huh?
And so again, I mean,
so we have
I think honestly,
we only have one tomorrow.
We got one tomorrow, which I think that's going to be. You have to trade back at 38. I think that's prime position to trade back.
I would call Cincinnati because they need help at corner. Max Melton out of Rutgers could be their guy at 38.
I would call either Green Bay or Philly because he's got 2 picks in the second round. Or at least with Green Bay, see if I could get one of their second round picks and a third. That is perfect trade back position. They got to do that.
That's exactly what I did with Cincinnati. Was trade back to later to 49 in the second.
Whoa!
And then got basically.
Old Knicks goes to the Broncos.
That's
6 quarterbacks in the first round. I don't think any of us saw this. I mean, it was a possibility.
Bo Nix,
Wow.
in every mock draft I did, fell to the second.
Yeah, Michael Penix too.
Michael Penix, everyone I did was going late. Like, he was going around 20, 25.
I mean, I will probably go back, and Rand Carthon said JC Latham will play left tackle to start. I'm like, okay.
We will see when season starts in the fall.
Like I said, D09, put your money where your mouth is. Let's make a bet because I know I'm going to win this bet. JC Latham better be an all-pro year 1. All-pro, I'll even say Pro Bowler year 1. If he is, I'm trying to think of what I'll do. I'll do something for you. I will.
Breaker, yes. It looks like I'm talking to Breaker. Yes, it looks like NPF will be starting at right tackle next year.
Yeah, it's either going to be him or Dylan Radins, unless they double dip and get another tackle in the later part of the draft, which that again is a possibility. And the Raiders have their pick in as well.
What I'm gonna say is go after Blake Fisher from Notre Dame, who started.
I wouldn't mind that. Blake Fisher, or I even said Christian Jones out of Texas. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him. Now, I'll say this: if you could trade back in round 2, and I don't know if he'll be there, Kingsley Suamataia. If you do that, then you do have a conflict. Who starts at left? Who starts at right? Maybe you put Suamataia at left. You put Latham at right. I'm okay with that. But I don't know if I want to believe in NPF now because I don't know. NPF has had a couple of chances. NPF has had a few chances and has not delivered.
Exactly.
That's
why I'm saying cut NPF.
XD. Maybe I'll let you on when the Jaguars pick. You just got to tell me how to get you, and you'll get 5 minutes.
What?
The Raiders pick, I know it.
Yeah, I'm about to see.
The psychic. Here comes the psychic war.
All I'm going to say is UGA.
Amarius Mims.
No.
Oh, Brock Bowers.
I know we're not related. We got the same last name, but we're not related.
I'm out for a little bit, guys. I'll be back.
All right.
Yeah, we are not related.
All right.
Georgia, man, Vegas just got their tight end.
It's
Fell at
Bowers.
13. He's going to be a weapon. He's going to be a weapon.
I wouldn't have been met. So Titans Radio, they were talking about Brock Bowers to Tennessee, possibly. You could have you could throw Bowers out there in your slot. and go Ridley and D-Hop, people would have to pick their poison against us right there.
Oh,
that's,
when the
I
Saints is
agree.
coming
All
up.
right. So D09, let's make a bet. What you got? He's got to be an all-pro. He's got to be an all-pro or Pro Bowler year one.
And give
If
up
he
no
is,
more than 3 sacks in year
if
one.
he is, I will buy a Latham jersey and I will wear it. I will wear it this season.
So this is coming from Mike Herndon, who works with PK.
Yeah. Dude is a monster with tremendous upside. Can't wait to see what Bill Callahan turns him into.
And
Me either.
Mike Herndon said Titans go from the king to the trench king.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go dig out his stats and see how many sacks he gave.
So but like I said, Deal 9, what you got? Put a bet up against me. What you got? If I'm wrong, how about this? If I'm wrong, I will personally wear a Latham jersey and I will purposefully come on the show and I will let you come on and I will purposefully say to you face to face, DO9 is a freaking genius. And I will buy a Latham jersey. But
As long as they don't pick 22, because that's a curse.
So
22 is a curse.
nah, I don't think anybody's wearing 22 that I know of right now. Because Dante Spears could have worn 22.
Yeah, I was just saying
but
because that was Derrick Henry's number.
And now Pollard's wearing 20. Where did Chris go?
I'm sorry. I'll keep going to the private chat, and
it keeps taking you out.
It takes me out.
So
wow.
So again, DO9, what you got? What you gonna put up? What you gonna put up? If JC Latham is not an all-pro, what you got? Okay, you know what? I got an idea. Like I said, if Latham is an all-pro or a Pro Bowler first year, I will buy a Latham jersey. And I will bring you on the show and say you are right. If JC Latham is not an all-pro, after they announce all pros and I come on the show, you got to give me a $50 super chat. How about that? Wow. Do we have a virtual handshake? DO9, the ball's in your court. If he's an all-pro, I will buy a Latham jersey. I'm going to bring DO9 on the show, and I will that will be the DO9 praise show. I will basically say, I bow down to DO9. He is a genius. But if he is not, you give me you put a $50 super chat on, you give me a $50 super chat. Do we have a bet? Put your money where your mouth is.
So I have his stats from last year.
Okay.
He had an overall grade of 81.9.
Who's this, Latham?
Yes. Played 14 games, 874 total snaps.
How many sacks did he give up?
2.
Joe Alt gave up 4 in 4 years. Fashanu gave up none in the last 2. I don't see better. I don't.
Crazy thing is, he can also play right guard. if you need him.
You know that'll kill. You know, a certain somebody in Nashville that will kill him. That would
Uh-oh.
kill him because
They
you
better
know
not.
Derek Stillman
They
will go
better
off
not
on
be.
Who, Stillman?
Stillman will blow a gas. Because, you know, every time he talks about Skoronski, like, and you picked a guard. Like, he put emphasis on that. You
I
picked a
hate to say it.
guard
I hate to
with the
say it.
11th
I
pick.
cannot stand Stillman. I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay, okay. So you accept. Okay. So again, Lee, Miss Mims, y'all are my witnesses. All of y'all are on the chat. Y'all are my witnesses. We have a legit bet. Me and D09. If
Same
JC
for you.
Latham is an all-pro or makes the Pro Bowl in his first season, I will buy a Latham jersey and I'm going to bring D09 on the show with that jersey on, and I will praise D09 the majority of the show. Of course, I'm going to do my subjects, but I will praise them. I will show off their Latham jersey and everything. I will personally buy a Latham jersey.
So,
but
I
if
know
he is
what
not an
saints
all-pro or Pro Bowler, and I know he's not going to be, so I feel pretty confident about this, that show, $50 super chat from D09.
So, I got a feeling Saints are going Dallas Turner.
Yes, Dallas Turner is still on the board.
From
Dallas
Alabama.
Turner's still on the board. Who else is still on the board that's actually been kind of linked up there? Latu, although he has
Latu.
a lot of injury concerns.
He was at Washington, had to have back surgery, medically retired, transferred to UCLA, came back and played.
I pray that.
Ooh.
Okay.
No.
Let
Saints
me
did
tell
not
y'all
go
this.
Turner.
So when the season starts back in the fall, I don't want to see any injuries from the Titans. I don't want to see no penalties. I don't want to see no flag. I don't want to see no pass interference. I don't want
Now,
to see none of that.
Ms. Mills, we
None
could
from the Titans.
definitely have a little bit better of a feel, hopefully not having injuries. Flags are going to happen.
Exactly.
Flags are going to happen. That's just
I felt the
the
way.
NFL.
Oh my
Here's
God!
the
Because
14.
I tell you what, I said that is because the last season, the Titans have been getting a lot of penalties, a lot of personal interference, a lot of face masks, and I was like, this is not my
Here's the
team.
Saints pick. Here's the Saints pick.
This is not my team.
Let's see what they do.
Oh, somebody
Oh,
from Oregon
Khalif
State.
Fuaga, tackle out of Oregon State.
I would love
And
to have had him.
was that?
I
I
would
guess.
love to have had Fuaga.
Oh, they're from
He
Hawaii.
is a right tackle.
He's a right tackle?
He's a right tackle.
The coach is next.
And now I'm trying to think who's still on the board. I mean, like you said, Dallas Turner is still there.
I would hate to face Dallas Turner twice a year.
Overchicken says, I don't like Latham either. Again, somebody agree. Which pick is the first defensive player coming off the board? And that's true. We've had nothing but offensive players this whole time. We have had no defensive players yet.
I think they log off everybody. I see y'all again tomorrow at 7 or 8.
All right, Ms. Mills, I appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ms. Mills.
Is that tomorrow at the same time or is that 7?
Yeah, I'll probably be going live around the same time. You can come on when we're close to the pick at 38.
Unless we trade back.
Okay.
unless we trade
Okay.
back.
Okay. Okay. All right. I will see you off tomorrow.
All right, thank you, Ms.
And,
Lynn. Appreciate you
and,
coming on.
and
Absolutely. Tighten up.
that's
And that was Miss Mims, y'all. She is a avid Titans fan. Definitely appreciate her coming on. But like I said, bets on DO9 virtual handshake. I'm probably gonna be taking a break in a bit to get some food. But wow. Jake Titan says Fuaga left tackle. Colts better not get Turner. I mean, you know what? I gotta see who's the best players on the board, but it's getting interesting. Oh man. I hate that pick. I really, really do. And I gotta go back and watch the show. I want to see Jarrett's reaction.
Wow. All 14 players that have been drafted have all been offense.
It's all offense. Yep. All offensive players. We have not had a defensive player drafted yet.
Well, they don't really need a defensive lineman or an edge. They need corner, wide receiver, interior O-line, and safety. Colts do.
So
do they go Kool-Aid McKinstry?
Wow, Dallas Turner. You got Troy Fatanu, Lawatu Latu, Cooper DeJean, Brian Thomas. I mean,
Kool-Aid McKinstry, Terry Arnold.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? I would not be surprised if Brian Thomas dropped out of the first round. I don't think he will, but
no.
You know, there's gonna be a player that has to slide.
You know what would shock me? If Xavier Worthy fell out of the first.
Oh, if Xavier Worthy's there for the Titans at 38, I'm not trading down. I'm taking Xavier Worthy.
I'm saying this. If he's there, Rand cannot screw this up.
He's already screwed up once. He's already screwed up already. And why do I have a feeling the Colts are going to take Dallas Turner? Because they got him on the TV right now.
Oh.
And there's also Troy Fatanu, who some people think could play guard at the next level. But
I'm going to have to go watch, because Titans Film Room and Justin Mello broke down tape on JC Latham a month ago.
Yeah, I'm about to take a look at that. I'm about to go back and take a look. Maybe DO9 has a point. Maybe DO9 has a point. But I don't think I'm wrong on this. I don't think I'm wrong on this. I think this was a bad pick. I don't. Now, somebody else on Twitter says, anyone hating on the Titans pick at 7, we have Bill Callahan, for the love of God. And
oh, wow.
Young Mitchell at cornerback, I forgot he's on the board too.
Colts went defensive on the edge. Latu Latu.
They had to win Dallas Turner.
No.
Let's see. Let's see what they show. I mean, the only other edge is like Chop Robinson, maybe, from Penn State. But that would be a little early for him.
He's a second-round guy.
Who, Chop Robinson?
He's an early second-round guy. Like Carolina or Chicago or Carolina
John
or New England.
Tweeted out, said, Carthon said, if Latham doesn't pan out at left tackle, we have guys on the roster we're comfortable with at left tackle.
Oh, my God.
I don't like that at all. I'm like, if that's the case, you pick a left tackle.
What stream are you watching? ESPN or?
I'm on ESPN.
I got the ABC one. So
I thought about doing that, going over to the ABC one too.
Nick Saban's on it.
Let's see. O-line coach Bill Callahan already converted one Alabama from tackle from right to left. Jedrick Wills played every snap at right tackle. Then he was at left tackle.
Wills did not play back.
They say he didn't play right tackle. He played right tackle at Alabama, moved him to left at Cleveland under Bill Callahan.
Here we go.
Here we go.
2 picks away.
Ooh. They went Liatu Latu instead of Dallas Turner.
Colts take the first defensive player off the board.
Wow, that's interesting.
I want to see the throw. No, TD, no.
Okay, I got one question. Should we bring on our Jaguars troll for this Jaguars pick so we can pick on him?
I would say yes.
The XD, where can I find you? I saw you said Lawrence22. I don't know if that's on Twitter. I don't know if you have an email. You might need to send me that. Send me that and I can get it to you. I'll get you the link. But Latu, it all depends if he stays healthy. If he can stay healthy, he could be good for the Colts. And that's a very big if.
Good Lord, Latham's got some huge hands.
Like I said, he better be an all-pro.
11-inch
Be an
hands for
all-pro.
JC Latham.
Now, Kayla Anderson has come on.
Yes, he said it's on
Send
Twitter.
me a message on Twitter, y'all. Yeah, send me a message on Twitter, XD.
Ken Moore's back.
All right, let me get him. All right,
Hey,
so we
what's
got
up?
you back.
All right, fellas. Yeah, I'm good for another 5 to 10 minutes because I'm gonna go live after 10 o'clock Central Time. I'm not sure how long you guys are going. Are you guys going all the way through the first round, into the first round?
Probably to the end of the first round.
Okay, that's cool.
Now, Kayla Anderson put out and said, you will love his game. Now, I know a lot of the Titans media are, SEC people. So, let's see. Okay. This is going to be interesting.
Jags versus the Titans?
Yeah, I'm for the Jags Gamer 16. I'm going to try to bring him on. I'm going to be nice today.
Are we sure about that, Chris? Looks like we might have lost Chris. Man, I can't believe Byron Murphy's still on the board.
Byron Murphy's still. I had to break out for a minute, so I missed the last 4 or 5 picks. I got to catch up.
Wow. So I just got a message from an Ohio State fan. And he said McCarthy gonna be a bust.
Well, he's a whole Ohio State fan. Of course, that's what he's going to say.
Eh,
I would
But
say that about a Texas A&M player.
oh, come on now. I was just in Texas last weekend.
In Austin?
No. I was at the A&M spring game. Marcel Reed. Oh, looks 10 times better than
All right.
Jalen Henderson.
Yeah. So XD, I just sent you the link. I can't promise I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna try my best to be. I'm gonna try my best to be. I try to be a professional. I try to be as professional as I possibly
There
can.
you go, Ken.
We're gonna have an adventure. And
All
so
right. Wait,
I sent you
fellas,
the link on Twitter. So I sent you a direct message. Well, I don't know. I mean, some of the media is trying to convince me that this is a good idea. I still don't. He's gonna have to show me on the field. And he and Ken, you missed it. D09 is talking about how great he is. He's a beast and all this. So me and D09 have made a virtual bet. And I said, if JC Latham is an all-pro, I will buy a JC Latham jersey. I will wear it, and I'm going to bring him on the show, and I'm just going to basically give him the praise saying, you know what, D09, you're a freaking genius, and I am not the truth. But when he is not an all-pro or a pro bowler, he got to give me a $50 super chat.
Sounds fair to me.
I think that's a pretty fair deal.
I would say
to me.
What I would
And now,
say,
ladies and gentlemen, somebody who won't even show their face. And everybody, clown him, please. I'm going to bring on for the first time XD Gamer, our Jags troll.
All right. While you do that, man, I'm going to give my final little salute to the show because I'm going to get ready to bounce out and I'm going to turn it over to you guys. But
you okay, Truth?
XD, hold on, man. Can't go ahead.
Now, I'm just going to say this, man. You know, every year with the draft, you know, things we draft guys we expect to be great, you know, like an Isaiah Wilson or you know, a Caleb Farley, and they turn out to be busts. And then we draft guys that we really don't know what they're going to do. You know, a Derrick Henry who started off slow in his career and turned into a Hall of Famer. So we really don't know. I'm not going to kill Rand. I'm not going to kill him yet because I don't know what their plan was going in, or what and how these guys are gonna, you know, maybe they did interviews with these guys for Shanu and some of these guys, and maybe they didn't get the same vibe that they got with Latham. I don't know what happened when they did those top 30 interviews. So I'm gonna sit back this offseason and I'm just gonna watch and I'm gonna learn and and then when the games start in August, then I'll start making my evaluations. But for right now, man, I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna let y'all guys have it. I'm gonna go get ready for my show after your show. So and you guys have at it, man.
Before you get out of here,
Ken, I appreciate you.
The first Texas player goes off the board to Seattle.
Byron Murphy. Byron Murphy going to Seattle. See, we was talking about not spoiling, but I'm like, you know what? We're already done, and it was not my greatest night. So, yeah, I get that. So, understandable. But, Ken, I definitely appreciate you coming on. Everybody, y'all make sure y'all catch up with Ken on the Danger Zone podcast. This man knows what he's talking about when it comes to not just Tennessee Titans, but football, period.
Mhm.
This guy has the knowledge. So y'all need to pay attention to this man and go catch some of his stuff because Ken Moore knows what the heck he's talking about. So go check him out. The Danger Zone podcast on YouTube. Ken, where else can they find you as well before you get out of here?
Yeah, so you guys, my old page was K More Sports. I changed it up. So it's Danger Zone Podcast. You have to put the hyphen. So it's Danger Zone Podcast. Danger Zone Podcast on YouTube. So once you guys are done here with Truth, hop over to my show. We're going to start a little bit after 10 o'clock Central Time. We'll do a full draft recap tonight. I have my show every Sunday night, usually around 9:30 p.m. Central Time on YouTube. And again, it's Danger Zone Podcast. And then, of course, you guys can still find me on Twitter at Kmore Sports. And, of course, on Facebook at Ken Moore or at Kmore Sports as well. So you guys hop over, check out the new show tonight. We need as many subscribers as we can. Truth, I want to get you on the show next week, if possible. Let me know what your schedule is. I think you're already booked for Sunday night. So possibly the following Sunday, we'll try to get you on and we'll talk all things football and NBA because we're doing a lot with the NBA playoffs right now as well.
Absolutely. And pencil me in. I'll be glad to do that. That will definitely work. So I'm definitely good with that. I'll be glad to be on there. Yep, Byron Murphy goes to Seattle. So now the defensive players are starting to get a run in this draft now as well. So, yeah, absolutely, Ken. Be glad to do it. Thank you so much, man, for being a part. And we definitely look forward to that Danger Zone tonight.
All right, brother. I appreciate you. And if you're not too tired tonight, you're welcome to hop on.
Appreciate you. I'm probably going to be going straight to bed because I got to get on and I'm going to go ahead and get because I know XD Gamer, this is his moment. So,
yeah, I'm going to let y'all get to it, baby.
Thanks, Ken.
All right, good night, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Appreciate Ken Moore coming on. XD, okay. I guess it ain't your time, XD. Jaguars are trading down.
Wait, what?
Minnesota back on the clock, trade up. They already traded up one pick from 11 to 10. Now looks like Jags are going back to 23. So, well, XD, you don't get your moment just yet.
He did this to me last year.
Oh, this is beautiful. And why do I have the feeling the Vikings are going to take Dallas Turner?
Oh, my God. Like, why? Why, Bulky? Why?
You know, that might have cheered me up a little bit. I think that might have cheered me up a little.
You always do this to me.
XD, man, come on, man. We you know, as much as we give you slack and we troll against you, it's nothing but love. Lee, I think I feel a little better. Maybe just a smidge.
I was feeling amazing
Lee,
10 minutes ago.
Lee, you're muted. Lee, I can't hear you, Lee.
Can you hear me now?
I got you. I got you now.
I was asking, how did you know about the Vikings?
I didn't.
I said, here goes a run on defensive linemen.
Oh, you're talking about, yeah. So I figured that was probably the case. I'm like, it's starting to be a run.
Dallas Turner.
Yep. I figured that.
Dang it.
Trevor Lawrence's butt cheeks. Oh, man.
Boy,
that's a good pick for Minnesota. That's bad choice for the Jags.
Well, I think they got him to replace Daniil Hunter.
Yeah, for Daniil Hunter. Yep, I see that. I see that. I could definitely see that. And then at the same time, I mean, the Jags don't really need a defensive end. I mean, they got, they re-signed Josh Allen earlier in the offseason, and and they got Travon Walker on the other side
from the draft last year.
Yeah, so I mean, they got Walker, and then they got Josh Allen got an extension. So I mean, they really didn't need a Dallas Turner. I mean, like a Byron Murphy, I could have seen, and I think that might have been what happened. Well, I think the Jags probably wanted to go Byron Murphy, and they traded out when that happened.
I think they instantly, once the pick came in that Byron Murphy was going to Seattle, I think that Jacksonville instantly picked a phone and called Minnesota for some calls.
Yeah, I would have, if Minnesota had gave me 11-23, I would have took that without thinking twice before picking JC Latham. You could have traded back and maybe got him.
So when's our first round pick?
You're at 23 now.
You gotta be kidding me.
Because we gotta see what the compensation was. We got I know we got around 42 people in the we got around 42 people watching. Definitely do appreciate everybody. I need everybody to give me a like. Go ahead and smash that like button. And also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit all under notifications on YouTube on that bell, so that way you know when I go live. If you're watching on Twitter, go ahead, give a like there, and also retweet the show to all your other NFL fans. This is for everybody. So, that's what we're talking about. I mean, Dallas Turner to the Vikings, I did not expect them to fall that far, but Vikings, had a pretty good night, and we know the Bears had a pretty good night. Chargers, I hate them right now. I hate the Chargers right now.
If I was the GM, I would have been okay with drafting Dallas Turner at 7.
Part of me is starting to lean to. Part of me is starting to be like, you know what? I probably would have accepted that a little bit better.
So, guess who just got picked at 18?
Don't tell me, because I can. I know Twitter will spoil it for me. I know Twitter will spoil it for me.
This is why we all hate Adam Schefter.
Amarius Mims going to Cincinnati at 18. I
would have been okay with
the LA Chargers right now. I hate the LA Chargers right now. I hope Jim Harbaugh looks like an idiot, and I hope they lose so they can fire him some. I hate the Chargers right now.
I hate to wish this on Jim Harbaugh, but I hope he chokes on a French fry night.
Yeah, I agree. I hope Harbaugh fails.
Well, if you go back and look at what he did in San Francisco.
Yeah. And now I know some people are like that dude says, I don't know why people are so down on Latham. He's a menace, and Bill already changed one Alabama right tackle to left, and he's still going crazy with the Browns. Again, just because he worked it out once doesn't mean it's going to work again.
Lightning's not going to strike twice.
It may not. Now, it might.
If it does.
It might, Rabbit. It might. But I don't know if lightning strikes twice. And this is a different O-line crew. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. It is different. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong about JC Latham. So right now, I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
I just got a notification from Sam Phelan from A to Z. It says JC Latham feels the biggest need on the roster for the Titans. O-line isn't sexy. It's not going to sell season tickets, but it's protecting the quarterback. It's protecting Will Levis. New regime gets the benefit of the doubt, in my opinion. If Latham is their guy, it's good to get their guy. It's good they got their guy.
Here's the problem with that. Lee, I want you to answer this question in all honesty, and you're very knowledgeable. Was JC Latham really their guy all along? Was he really their pick? Was he really the guy that like, oh my God, we gotta have him?
I'm gonna put it this way. I think Latham was their number 2.
Exactly.
When
That's
Joe
what I
Alt
think.
went, JC Latham became their number 1.
Yeah, when Joe Alt went at 5, yeah, maybe JC Latham did become their guy.
Well, that dude, the latest comment from him, Bill liked Latham since he was in Cleveland. So if Cleveland had a pick, Latham most likely would have went to Cleveland.
And that's what that dude is saying. Like, Bill liked Latham since he was with the Browns. So again, this was a Bill Callahan influenced pick.
And yes, I agree. I think it was.
This was a Bill Callahan pick because they gave him control. Now, XD, I'm gonna ask you this. Since I brought you on, what is the biggest need for the Jaguars? All honesty, what is the Jaguars' biggest need right now?
Honestly, I say the secondary. Because
And there's a couple of possibilities. There's a couple of possibilities there. Quinyon Mitchell, and I pray to God that y'all don't pick him. I hope he's not available because Quinyon Mitchell looked good at the Senior Bowl. Looked really good at the Senior Bowl. Very impressive.
y'all can take him. I want Terry and Arnold.
Oh, that's right. Terry and Arnold is still on the board.
Kool-Aid McKinstry
too. So yeah, there's Terry, like you said, Terry Arnold, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean are all still on the board. Again,
you can also look at a guy like
expect are still going to be on the board going into round 2. And I think that's for the Titans, that's going to be a wide receiver pick.
You can also look at a guy like Nate Wiggins out of Clemson.
Another one. That's 5. Nate Wiggins too. Titans don't need help at corner because we got our 2 corners and we got a nickel.
We have L'Jarius Sneed, who's in my mind he's one of the best corners in the league.
Sneed is trash.
No, that's because first off, everybody, y'all know XD Gamer, a big Jaguars fan. He's poo-pooing right now because we got one of his guys and we got Sneed. So you know we finna lock y'all down, right? And we got Chidobe Awuzie on the other side. So
we have Roger McCreary also.
But you know he hosts as a Jags
Good luck
fan.
trying to throw the ball. Good luck trying to throw the ball.
And we also have Jeff, so good luck trying to run the ball.
Exactly. And
Harold Landry, Artie Key,
and
good luck.
And if they do what I want,
Artie
add Devondre Sweat in the 4th round,
No, I would say go Sweat. If you trade back, go get Sweat in the third.
Yeah, I think Sweat would definitely be there in round 3.
Go
With the DUI charge, I think that's why he's dropped. Because before all of that, T'Vondre Sweat was thought about in the first round. He was thought about as a potential first round pick.
Possibly
before all of that stuff happened, and after that, he just dropped.
He was looked at possibly going to Kansas City at 32.
Yeah, that's true.
That would have been nasty. Him and Chris Jones.
Very. That would be very nasty.
Well, here's LA.
Yeah, we'll see. And y'all, I'm sorry about my computer. My computer basically acted stupid as usual, deciding to not use my microphone, which I know a lot of y'all want to talk trash about my audio, but we make it work. We make it work anyway. So
we do.
Can I ask a question?
All right.
Lee Hillis, are you still a Jags fan?
Oh my God.
He's been doing this since I was co-host with Michael Bishop.
I know. You know he would. You know he would. That's just his MO. That's just his MO. It is what it is. I'm
gonna put it like this. Down, Duval, down.
This is great.
Why?
I needed that laugh.
Like with Alabama fans, low tide low.
I want to say F Alabama so bad. I don't care for Alabama.
Hold up.
Alabama's trash. Let's talk about King Lawrence.
What's that?
Let's talk about everyone's favorite player in the NFL, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence is not everybody's player, sir. Trevor Lawrence hasn't even proven he deserves a new contract just yet. I mean, he all right. He all right.
Rams go defensive line to replace Harold Landry. Or Aaron Donald.
It's going to be interesting to see where they go with that.
I'm just going to say this. Florida State.
Jared Verse. Edge rusher. Not bad. He's a good one.
The dude's
I thought this. Wish JC Latham had been a Cowboys pick. Solid choice by Titan. Oh, Lord. Skip Bayless is buying into this. I'm like, I know he's going to suck.
Oh, so Mike Herndon just said this. Bengals tackle room is absurd. Trent Brown, 6'8", 355 with 36-inch arms. Orlando Brown, 6'8", 345, 35-inch arms. Amarius Mims, 6'8", 340, 36-inch arms.
Now, how about this? Kaharski comes out with a quote from Rand saying, on left tackle, if JC Latham winds up at right, says he's several veteran options still out there. I'm like, again, I'm not liking what I'm hearing from Rand.
So it appears
I'm not liking what I'm hearing. I don't think Rand was on board with this pick, but he basically trusts Bill Callahan. I don't think Rand wanted this guy.
I don't think Rand was in on this pick. I think it was more Callahan and Miss Amy.
Yeah. I think this is more Bill Callahan telling his son, hey, I want this guy.
It appears that Will Levis loves the pick of JC Latham because he put out a tweet and said, let's work Trench King.
Yeah. Let's see. Sam Phelan, he said, initial reaction was Titans missed a big opportunity to trade down with Minnesota. But Lucas pointed out Tennessee going back to 11 would have given New York a chance to grab Latham right in front of him. And I would have been fine with that.
I would have loved that.
Trading down.
You could have gotten a guy like Olu, Fashanu.
Yeah, you could have gotten Fashanu at 11. And I would have been more happy with that than anything. I would have been happy seeing Latham go off the board before we picked. Yeah, they're reverse. So we're coming up on the Jaguars pick at 23 for I see. JC Latham was at the draft and he talked to Will Levis. It looks like like you said, Levis seems to like it.
I think Brock Bowers' dad is not happy about him going to Vegas.
Who's that?
Brock Bowers' dad does not look happy about Brock going to Vegas. Someone
Who?
tweeted out.
You said Brock Bowers' dad?
Yeah. Someone tweeted out a picture of Brock and then zoomed in and on his dad and said, "This is the look of a man who knows he's not allowed back in Vegas and his family has no idea."
That's great.
I'm going to screenshot it and send it to you, Chris.
Please do.
Because we all know you need a laugh tonight.
I don't know. Again, I'm like, we could have had Roma Dunze. We could have had Olu Fashanu. We could have had, and I personally blame John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh screwed this entire draft up.
So this is the Rams' first pick since taking Jared Goff.
Harbaugh didn't mess it up.
First round pick. Yeah, first round pick that they've had in a very long time. Jared Verse is good.
Yeah.
Jared Verse is good. Very good. I like Jared Verse.
I don't think, do we play LA this year? I don't think we do.
We play the Chargers this year.
But we don't play the Rams.
No, we don't play the Rams. We play the Chargers this year.
So
which I may be in LA for that game.
We play Cincinnati this year. And they just got better up front in my.
Well, I mean, that makes Joe Burrow happy.
I'm going to say this.
Now, Dion said I need to do my research. Again, we have a bet. I may go take a look. I will go take a look at some film, but we have a bet.
I sent you the thing from Film Room.
Want to make a bet?
Yeah, I made a bet with DO9. I said, if JC Latham is an all-pro, I will buy a Latham jersey.
And or a Pro Bowl.
Wear it. Yeah, if he's either an all-pro or makes the Pro Bowl, I will buy a Latham jersey, and I'm going to bring DO9 on the show, and I will basically bow down to him. But if he doesn't, and I am very confident he will not, he has to give me a $50 super chat. One on the show after they announce the All-Pros.
Which should be after the last game of the year.
Should be after the last game of the year. So in the playoffs, I will be expecting a $50 super chat because I feel very confident. I'm not saying he ain't going to be good. I'm not saying he won't be good. But for this pick at 7, he better be great. He better be all-pro, Pro Bowler great. And I just don't see it. He might be So we'll see. Pittsburgh's at 20. We've had some crazy picks. I still got to update them because, we get to talking and stuff. I got to, update my stuff.
Yo, Lee.
What?
You all know what was wrong with the Titans pick?
Let me guess, because the Jaguars didn't pick him.
I felt like since you're at the situation, y'all should have drafted one of those Polynesian O linemen.
Flaga?
See,
It's like
So
It's like-
guess another tackle just went off the board.
well,
Tackle from Washington.
Fatanu.
Yeah. Just went
He
20th
might be a
overall.
guard, so. Let's see. Troy.
I would have been okay with him at 7.
I think for Fatanu, that'll be too early. If we trade it back, maybe.
I would
Okay.
have gave up.
Well, Kentwood is kind of like, well, we know he's been out on the Titans for the last couple of years. And again, I applaud him for staying out.
What's up, Rossi?
Oh, we got our man Rossi up in here. What's up with you, sir? I thought y'all be live doing a show right now.
No.
Rossi, you're welcome to come on in here too.
It's Michael Bishop that's live.
Wait, Bishop's live?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bishop probably is live.
Pick.
Because I'm pretty sure I know Upload is probably live too.
Nope.
Upload's not live?
No, it's just Michael Bishop and that new guy.
Wow. I honestly would have thought I thought Upload would have been live. I would have brought him on if I knew he wasn't live, but I know he probably got take care of the kids and stuff.
They were live, but not now.
Yeah.
That stream ended like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. They probably just did the Titans pick and that was it.
Yeah.
Power Hour on now. Gotcha. Okay. Be live in about 30 with Upload. Okay. All right. Steelers looking like they're gonna go. As you said, go tackle with Fatanu. Titan fans negative. I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling the JC Latham pick. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not feeling it. If he plays well, I'll eat my words.
You'll eat
I
some
will
crow?
eat my words. But right now, I feel pretty good. Titan Rossi, I will be on till the end of the first round. Once the first round is over, I'm out because I got to eat and I got to go to bed because I got to go to work in the morning. I got to be at work at 4 a.m. So as soon as the first round is over, I got to go.
And of course, I'll hop on tomorrow to basically recap the first round.
Use your platform to break the school test. Right. Because I will be on. And yes, everybody, just so y'all know, I will be live tomorrow as well. Just to kind of promote that. Yes, I will be live tomorrow. I'm sorry, I kind of got off track a little bit. But yeah, I will be live tomorrow as well for rounds 2 and 3. We put up a second round pick. Hopefully we trade back in an extra third. Or we trade up from 106 and do that. Troy Fatanu goes to Pittsburgh. Nice pick there for them. Because they like their offensive linemen. But I will be live for rounds 2 and 3 tomorrow as well. And so definitely make sure y'all join me for that. Maybe we'll have a better second round than we did first. And DO9 still trying to convince me, but I don't think you're gonna be able to do so.
Please don't trade back.
Rocky, I just text you the link. D09, I never said you didn't know football. I know football just as much. And I don't care if you don't care what I say. Truth of the matter is, I know what I'm talking about too. More so. I haven't had too many people tell me I'm wrong. So, again, am I wrong sometimes? Yes. I'm not going to say I'm not. But Lee will tell you from personal experience. Lee, what do I do?
You tell the truth, the whole truth, ain't nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
That guy's gonna be a star.
And except deal with Jaguar fans.
D09,
Jaguar fans.
D09, just go. D09, go.
Well, we're
Y'all don't
almost at
gotta
the
bully me
Jags
like
season,
this.
unless they trade back again.
What if the Titans trade in with Jacksonville?
That would be so messed up. That would be so messed up on so many levels.
What?
All right.
I can't take it.
And get a second and a fourth, and give up our second and fourth, and get a third.
Guys, we're on commercial right now. I'm gonna step away for just one quick second. I will be right back in just a moment.
Hold up.
I honestly think.
It looks like the Texans are trying to come back into the first round.
That's interesting.
Dove Kleiman from NFL says the Texans have been working the phones, trying to get into the first round per Diana Rossini.
What do the Texans need now?
What do they not have? That's the question. They got their quarterback. They got an edge rusher. They got everything. They just traded for Stephon Diggs, for crying out loud.
What they need, a receiver 5?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, more depth.
They'd probably go offensive line.
That makes sense.
Ooh, Dolphins went edge. Dolphins went Chop Robinson from Penn State.
Ain't that guy supposed to be a second round pick?
Yes. Early second, late first round, early second. Man, that's terrifying. Because that dude is lethal.
I'm just shocked. Well, you think the 49ers will still give us Brandon Ayuk for the 23rd pick?
Y'all don't need IU.
We don't have a wide receiver 1 because of some team in the AFC South.
That Jacksonville matched the offer.
But somebody also they have state tax.
Yeah, Tennessee doesn't. So that's
don't
a
miss
huge
the
plus.
craziness. But we'll see. Dolphins are back in.
Know the pick.
Excuse me.
It's a certain edge rusher. That's all I'm saying.
I think I know the feeling where they're going.
What school?
Penn State. What do you do with food if you're cutting it up?
Exactly.
Chop Robinson.
Chop.
Micah Parsons and Chop Robinson are both in the NFL.
Dolphins taking Chop
At 21, which means Philly's on the clock now.
Like I said, I will say this. If Brian Thomas falls out of the first round, or Xavier Worthy, I would be okay if the Titans tried to trade up.
If the Titans try to trade up, let's say 34, which is it's only 4 spots.
Right, and they don't have to give up
You
too
can try
much.
to go pick for pick.
Yeah, saw that, my friends.
We'll have to see. That would be interesting. I
Onion.
thank Honey Bay Ham. This is good. This is good turkey.
Oh,
And the people I had eaten in the middle of the drive.
RG3 is loving the pick.
I don't know. What are the Jags going to do at 23? They could have their pick of the litter at corner.
This could go anywhere.
They got the pick of the litter at corner.
I can see corner, receiver.
Oh, Truth, you didn't hear what I just said a minute ago.
What's that?
The Texans have been working the phones on trying to get back into the first round per Diana Rossini.
Oh, I have. Yeah, I remember you did say that. Yep, Chop Robinson goes to Miami. Definitely a good pass rusher. If we could have traded back with Minnesota, I would have liked to have had a shot at him. Although I've been hearing a lot about, it would not shock me if the Titans, if they stayed at 38, took Darius Robinson.
Which I did, but here's what I did. I traded back with Cincinnati to 49 and picked up 97, and I still got Robinson at 49.
See, I traded back in my mock draft last night. I traded back with Cleveland from 38 to 54, but I also got 85. And at 54, I still got Troy Franklin, the wide receiver out of Oregon, because I wanted some speed. And I want to say at 85, what did I take it? Oh, I want to say at 85, I could go, I can see who I picked. D09 is pissed off.
I didn't send him the mock.
Yeah, I took Devondre Sweat at 85.
Who even is Devondre Sweat?
He's the
Devondre Sweat, big D tackle out of Texas.
Got the DUI.
Yeah, he got the DUI.
Yeah. Because I've been hearing all y'all Titans been talking about this guy, like second round and stuff, but I didn't understand who he was.
Yeah,
So,
he is a monster dude, like 350 pounds, big dude in the trenches, and he's the type of guy, he'll not only eat up space, but can make plays, and he would make Big Jeff's life a lot easier.
Like Tier Tart?
Better than a Tier Tart.
So the mock that I did yesterday with Mike Herndon. Now that we've went tackle first round, because I had us going Malik Neighbors at 7.
Yeah.
I went Darius Robinson in the second. With that third round pick from Cincy, I went tackle. So what I would do now, since we went tackle the first, I would go edge in the second with Robinson if he's there at 49.
Titans Rossi.
What's going on, fellas?
Rossi.
We're just having some fun at the expense of a Jaguars guy.
Oh yeah, that's like a pastime for me. I love that.
3 people.
XD Gamer.
How's it going, fellas?
You know what? I'm gonna let you go first on this roster because you just now came in. Titans taking JC Latham. What are your initial thoughts?
Man, we were at the draft party. It just got back, and they let everybody on the field. They had a stage and everything at the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And when Alt went number 5 to the Chargers, like the whole crowd, I mean, and there was at least 5,000 people there. on the field. I mean, there was 5,000-10,000 people there, and everybody was like, "Oh," like they knew, you know what I'm saying? And then Neighbors went the very next pick. I was like, "Here we go. We're trading back. We're trading back. That's what we're gonna do." You know, and then the Latham picks comes in, and it's kind of like I got it on video. I'm gonna post it on Twitter later, but it wasn't as many like sighs and boos as it was when Alt got picked for the Chargers. It was just kind of like it was a weird feeling.
The air out of the room.
It was kind of like Truth. All right, like the last couple years, we drafted these tackles. It was kind of like that feeling of like, here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the same old kind of Titans pick. Like, you know, Rand Carthon saying he's going to play left tackle, and like the guy's never played left tackle in his college career. So it's like, it's kind of like that same old, like, we don't know. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, the guy's a beast in his own right. Like, let's not, you know, mince any words with that. The guy's huge. He's a massive man. He's strong and all that. But, like, we just don't know, dude. And that's kind of been the thing. Like, we have not been able to get that, like, that solid just left tackle. It's been Isaiah Wilson or, you know, we're going to draft Skoronski, who's a left tackle, and make him a guard. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the same old, same old.
Wow, Leo, what you got?
Eagles go corner.
Oh, dang. I'm guessing Arnold.
No.
Mitchell?
Yes.
Wow. Yep, Quinyon Mitchell going to the Eagles. That's a pretty good pick for them.
And the Jags are on the clock.
And now, XD, you get your moment. The Jags are now on the clock finally. But Rossi Lee will tell you, I blew a gasket with this pick.
Yeah, I figured you would.
I absolutely hate this pick. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And it's really not the player. It's not really necessarily the player. It is the position.
Yeah.
If you traded back with Minnesota and maybe got 11 and 23 and you pick Latham, okay, I'll live with it. You got an extra pick out of that. Although D09 on here is just, I mean, he's having fantasies about him and JC Latham. I'm like, dang, you and JC Latham need to get married.
This is
but D09 got a bet.
I love you,
and I know this is gonna work in my favor because he ain't gonna be an all-pro. So I'm not worried.
D09.
I mean, he is basically going at me saying I haven't done my homework. I'm like, if you listen to my show on offensive linemen, I discussed each of these guys. In particular, JC Latham was one of the 5 I discussed.
Yeah.
I literally talked about him.
And I wasn't on there before.
And nobody persuades me, D09. These are my thoughts. Come on, man. You know better than that. You're smarter than that. Come on, man.
What is your gripe with Latham? I'm just asking you personally because I didn't hear it before.
Personally, because you picked the right tackle and you're hoping he could play left. And if you wanted a left tackle and it couldn't be Alt and you couldn't get out of 7, why didn't you just pick Olu Fashanu and been done with it? You could have picked Fashanu. No need of trying to switch him from right to left or anything like that. He starts at left. Like you said, Latham hasn't played left tackle at all in Alabama, and they want to put him at left. And Ken Moore was on earlier, and we were talking about this. Alabama hasn't exactly had a great track record of offensive linemen being good in the NFL.
They haven't.
Alex Leatherwood, not good. Chance Warmack, not good. Evan Neal,
Yeah.
not looking good right now. Who else? Now, the only one that I think that's now Landon Dixon, I believe is a guard or a center play for the Eagles.
He's
Yeah,
panned
he's
out.
good. Ryan Kelly,
He
he's good.
just got an extension. Landon did.
Dixon, I think, did get an extension. I want to say.
Jedrick Wills
Yeah.
hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been
Yeah,
good.
Jedrick Wills has been pretty decent.
And
Yeah.
he went from right to left.
And I think that's what people like DO9 are betting on, because this was
Jags
a
on the
Bill
clock.
Callahan pick. And XD, I'm not taking away because I know the Jags still have about 4.5 minutes left on the clock. But this was a Bill Callahan pick.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Callahan had extreme influence on this pick. He probably went to his son and said, I need you to tell Rand, draft this guy. He will do wonders for us. And I hope to God he does. Because if he doesn't, I am clowning Rand to death. Because this was a bad decision.
Right.
You could have gotten old. You could have gotten wrong. Hell,
Pick is
you
in
could
for
have gotten
Jags.
Brock Bowers.
Jacksonville's pick is in.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, their pick is in. So XD, where they going?
Terry and Arnold.
This could be interesting.
Him or Nate Wiggins from Clemson.
Ew.
Or Cooper DeJean.
Oh, hell no.
From Iowa.
Iowa.
Oh, a bow.
Oh my God! I pray to God. I pray to God Xavier Worthy doesn't go to Kansas City.
I bet he will.
That will scare me to death.
That'll be a three-peat.
You know, all the wide receivers are left. I mean, other than like the top ones.
Like you got like Brian Johnson still out there. You got
Brian Thompson still out there. AD Mitchell, although there's been some stuff that's come out about him.
Oh, really?
I'd be okay with AD Mitchell.
Yeah, there's been some rumors that, he deals with I think he deals with diabetes or something like that. And if sometimes I guess if he doesn't have his medication or something like that at some point, he kind of gets, a little rough around the edges, could be a little uncomfortable or something like that. I did hear something about that. Don't know how true that is. But I think I can't remember who that came from. It was somebody reliable, but there have been a couple of red flags about AD Mitchell that have come out. But there's always
something
red flags with somebody, right? With Joe Alt, he was such a perfect prospect. Somebody had to find something wrong with him.
Yeah.
Crap.
Oh boy. Don't say what. I want to see what XD got to say when this happens. So
Jacksonville just chapped my cheeks. I'm telling you now.
Who'd they pick?
Well, that's going to make XD a little happy.
Your anger has made my day.
I'm just going to say they just replaced Calvin Ridley.
Is that XD down there? Is he on the show? What's
that
up,
is
dude?
XD. That is XD.
They just
I don't know why he won't show his face.
That's awesome, dude. What's up, buddy?
True. Go look at Messenger.
Who did Jacksonville pick? What were you freaking out about?
I don't know. I'm about to find out.
Why is Lee not saying it?
I want to hear his reaction.
I don't see it on here. Maybe they're delaying it. Or it's delayed online or whatever.
Go look at Dove Climbing on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I talk about I'm not ready. I'm like, so now all of a sudden I don't know what I'm talking about. Seriously? Be it D09. Okay, we gonna go at it. All right, but here it is. XD, it's for you.
Okay.
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Ryan Thomas Jr.
Come on! Punky, you idiot!
Oh, XD not happy.
I had a plan.
What was the
What was
plan?
your plan?
XD, what are your thoughts? Ryan Thomas Jr., wide receiver LSU, got speed.
Hey, Brian Thomas ain't no joke, man.
No.
Doesn't sound like
Yeah.
XD too happy about this one.
You want to know what I was gonna do?
What?
Talk to me, XD. This is your moment.
Yeah.
The hope was to get Terry Arnold, and then when the second round hits, trade up and get the FSU receiver.
Oh, Keon Coleman.
Coleman.
Dude,
Yeah.
Coleman's still out there.
Coleman is still out there. I heard I think Sam Phelan or somebody else said it like Keon Coleman, he's more of a Mike Vrabel type of receiver. Big bodied, probably will block. Mike Vrabel loves his blocking receivers.
Over Chicken just made a very interesting point. Only one corner or one DB in general has been drafted.
Mm-hmm. And also, again, Ross, if you want, they would ask for your thoughts on the Latham pick. I know you were at the draft party.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, look, I mean, I don't hate the pick. I also don't like the pick. And I'm with Truth on this as far as like, it's a position thing. Like, and I understand Rand Carthon. He said after an I want to go back and look at the presser because apparently he had said that they're going to play him at left tackle, and if it doesn't work out, they'll try something else or whatever. And it's just like, to me, I'm kind of over the Titans like picking guys and not playing them at their true positions or switching them to other positions and it not working out. Drafting Peter Skoronski as a left tackle, but then putting him at guard. And then, Mike Vrabel was so freaking stubborn last season. He wouldn't even put him out there for one game at left tackle. And it's just, I don't know, man. I get it. Like, Latham is super athletic. He's huge. He's strong. Like, he's one of the best right tackles in college football. But that's the thing. He's not played left tackle. And a lot of people think a lot of people think like, and look, I'm not like a super X's and O's guy and all that stuff. Like,
I know you I think I know where you're going. Go ahead.
I played a tiny little bit of high school football, backyard football, but I've watched the game for a long time. It's not the same position. I don't care what anybody tells you. Like, left tackle and right tackle, two total different positions. Like, two totally different positions. It's not just like, oh, since they play tackle, they can play any side. Like, that's not the case. If that was the case, they probably would have put him at left tackle to begin with. So I don't know. That's the one thing that I question. Like, and look, I hope it works out. Believe me.
It better.
Because,
so tell him.
I feel better. I'll say this. I feel better about Latham, much better than I did with Isaiah Wilson. That's not even a question. So it just depends, man. We need somebody to protect the quarterback now. We don't need a project player at left tackle who's going to take 3 years to develop and teach him how to play left tackle. We need somebody now that can protect Levis so he doesn't get killed out there.
And this is what that you read my mind, Rossi. Lee will tell you you said just about exactly the same stuff I was saying. And people like D09 and all these experts want to say, oh, he could easily go to left tackle. But like you just said, going from right, like for Jack Conklin, who played left tackle, it wasn't exactly a seamless transition for him going from left to right. He was just very good.
Yeah.
And going from left to right is just as difficult as going from right to left. Everybody just thinks, oh, he can easily go to left side. I mean, nowadays, when I played football, I was a defensive lineman. And my coaches thought, well, since I play defensive line, maybe I could also play offensive line. So, yeah, I tried to play guard. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I'd rather get after the quarterback than try to protect him. And another thing is, and XD, I'm going to let you get your thoughts again on Brian Thomas Jr. But again, nowadays, the way that linemen are trained, if you're on the right side, you put your right hand down, you have your left hand up to block. On the left side, now Latham has been so used to his right hand in the dirt, now he's got to get used to his left hand in the dirt, right hand up. That is not an easy transition. I wouldn't have been able to do it because, hey, I'm right hand dominant. I'm right hand dominant. Now, if I have my right hand down and I'm playing left, I might could pull it off. But if I have my left hand down, that's going to be a lot harder for me. Cowboys are trading. Cowboys, we have a trade alert. So the Cowboys trading back, but with who?
There goes your guy, XD.
So, and there it is. Over chicken. Left side is the toughest position on the offensive line.
The Lions.
Yeah, the Lions traded up with the Cowboys. So the hometown team is on the clock.
You must be about 30 seconds behind on the TV. You streaming it or you watching it on YouTube or something?
I'm watching on YouTube TV on ESPN.
I'm watching on ABC.
Yeah, you probably got it on ABC. Yeah, he
I'm
said
just I'm following it on PFF.
XD, right quick before we get to Detroit pick, before I get you off. Again, what were your thoughts on Brian Thomas pick out of LSU?
I hated it. There's gonna be a lot of Jags. I love this pick. I had in their mock drafts, but honestly, this wasn't the route I really wanted to go at.
Man, it's surprising that two cornerbacks, that Cooper DeJean has not gone off the board yet. Two cornerbacks.
And neither Nate Wiggins. Terrion Arnold is still on the board too. So
I can tell you something, but I don't want to ruin it for you.
I was just fixing to say, I'm not going to say it, but
yeah,
Truth is going to look at Twitter.
If you pull up PFF tracker, it's pretty up to the minute. I like the PFF tracker because it gives you like best available. You can just click it. The only thing is you got to zoom in because it makes it kind of small. I don't know why.
Live draft tracker. Okay.
But if you go to PFF, like you got to like zoom in because it makes it really small or something. Like you got to zoom the screen in. But you got
I see what's up. Yeah, I see. Lions taking Terrion Arnold. Cornerback.
I was just going to say, I see him going Arnold. I was just going to say it before Rossi. Like, I'm not going to say it.
Always these kitty cat teams.
XD, you're a good man. You're a good man, even though you are a Jaguars troll and you troll a lot. But I give you much love because you're very, you know, it's respectful, but you're consistent. I will give you that.
Yes, he is.
XD's awesome, man. He's a mod on our channel too. So
he
Yeah.
will troll the heck out of me, but does it in the nicest way.
oh yeah, XD's the best, man.
Truth, I have a
Um,
question.
All right.
When am I gonna get my $80 back for the hotel room?
Dang. What y'all got going on?
I have no idea. He's being delusional now. He's being delusional now.
I had a hotel room ready for the Jags playoff home game, and then y'all decided to beat me so I never used that room.
There
you
So I
go.
have to pay me the $80.
It's hilarious.
He has money ready for a hotel room for their whole playoff game.
We can split it,
For
bro.
the playoff game.
We'll split it.
Hey, next year, I think we need to get a group together.
I
and
didn't
go
know where
to-
he was going at for a minute.
I
man.
agree.
Hey, as I was going to say, I think next year we need to get a group together and go to Green Bay next year.
Ooh.
With the Titans.
Jags?
Titans Packers.
I would love to go to Green Bay to see a game.
I would like to see Lambeau Field up close.
It's for the
They
draft.
say
next
it's kind of a dump,
It's for the
but
draft
it's
next year.
famous, you know.
Oh, the draft next year in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That wouldn't be bad. Maybe we can, and maybe find a way to set up and do something live. Do
Yeah.
something live and connect with a lot of the
that would be
fans.
sick.
Do something live while we're there. That would be actually pretty cool.
We'd have
Because
to,
they're going
man.
to have, because I looked, the setup is going to be right between Titletown and Lambeau.
Hey, I wouldn't mind that.
Hey, all right, when you see what's available now, because we're getting almost to the end of this first round. Like
Mhm.
who are you guys wanting for the second round pick for the Titans? Like I'm looking at some players here. I'm like, man, there's some pretty good players available, you know.
Truth, can I say what you just said earlier before Rossi got
Go
in?
ahead.
He said that if Worthy is still there in the second, he can see the Titans trading up.
We need some speed.
I agree.
And
But for me,
Green Bay, another. I mean, it's probably good we did go tackle early because the tackles are coming off. Jordan Morgan going to Green Bay.
but for me, if I'm Rand, I'm trading back to get the Titans.
I would too. That's prime position. That's prime position.
And Rossi, I know you saw the mock. I traded with Cincinnati at 38.
Yeah.
Traded back with Cincinnati and got 49 and 97. And went Darius Robinson. And went and got Darius Robinson from Missouri.
Yeah. But before XD again, man, I appreciate you being on again. Where can the fine folks find you before I get you out of here? Because I know I have to let you have your Jags moment.
I don't know.
XD? Oh.
My normal channel.
Yeah, I'm talking about like on Twitter.
Oh. I don't know how to use Twitter yet, but I think it's called Lawrence22.
And he also goes by Jags.
That was cute.
I think Jags Gamer 16. Good guy. But XD, man, I appreciate you being on. I had to give you your Jags moment. I thought out of the graces of my heart. I thought I was going to regret it, but actually I don't. I think this was good. This was good.
A little.
I was somehow treated nice.
Yeah, sometimes I can. Sometimes we can be nice.
Unless the Titans mess up the draft.
Right.
We'll send you that $80, XD.
I don't know.
I guess we'll put a collection plate together.
Yeah, we'll see if any
Doors of
Titans
the church
fans
are
will
open.
donate.
Doors of the church are open. Feel free to give. If you have to give, just give. Let's help XD Gamer out a little bit because he was really down about that.
I think Tampa goes corner maybe because they don't have Carlton Dean anymore.
Yeah, let's see. Green Bay. Okay, they're not on the clock. Tampa Bay is up now. On the clock.
Because
But
Packers
XG,
went
man, I
Morgan.
appreciate you. I appreciate you being on, man, and keep listening. And we'll do this again.
See ya.
Thanks,
See you,
man.
buddy.
Because Packers went Jordan Morgan. I think
Yeah.
Tampa may go Cooper DeJean out of Iowa.
I can see
I'm
that.
surprised
Or
he ain't gone yet.
yeah, Cooper DeJean is still on the board.
Nate
I thought
Wiggins
he'd
out of
be the
Clemson.
number one taken cornerback.
Like I said,
So-
yeah.
So Lions Cowboys trade. You ready to hear this?
What's that?
So the Lions got 24,
Mm-hmm.
but they also get a 2025 7. Cowboys get pick 29 and a 2024 4th or third. 2024 third.
That's crazy. Minnesota like trading all their picks away, dude.
Yeah, it's like they traded up one for the quarterback, then they traded up again
with Jacksonville.
Yeah, dude. Like they don't even have like a second, third, fourth or something next year. It's crazy.
Well, they were supposed to have a fourth. They had their next pick is in the 4th round.
So they don't
because
I mean, even next year too. Yeah, like it's something.
They don't have a day 2 this year.
No, they don't. And see, Sam Phelan in his tweet out said Titans have targeted plan for pick 38 and players they figured would fall to them.
Don't give up too much, Titans. Don't
Kevin
give
O'Connell's going for broke because he knows it might be his last year.
Who's that?
Kevin O'Connell for the Vikings, the coach.
Yeah.
I mean, they just trade.
I don't know what this targeted plan is, but it better be
rookie
trading back.
QB too. Like, I don't know. Seems kind of risky.
I don't know either.
Is it Devin Leary? Quarterback from Kentucky?
I don't know. I mean, one kid that I am down. Oh, Tampa Bay going offensive line.
Graham Barton out of Duke.
Yeah. Offensive line. Dookie. A Dookie.
I like Barton. You know why?
Yeah, Graham Barton, who probably could play guard, maybe could play a little center.
He could play all along the offensive line.
Very versatile.
And you know where he went to high school, don't you?
No, I don't.
Ravenwood.
Oh, he's a local guy. Now I know.
Wow. That's where my sister went to high school.
Yeah, because I know there was another guy in the draft who was supposed to be high up. I want to say he went to Ravenwood as well. I can't remember who that was.
Because I looked heavily at Graham Barton. I'm like, man, if Barton's there in day 2, you got to grab him. So it went back-to-back offensive line. Jordan Morgan and then Graham Barton.
Yep.
Where does Arizona go at 7 or 27 right there?
I mean, you got Cooper, and right now you got about 6 picks left. 26, 27, 28, 20. You got 7 picks left, and
Arizona's on the clock.
6,
Their pick ain't
7.
in yet.
I mean, you got guys like Lab McConkey. You got guys like, I mean, I wish we hadn't gotten Lloyd Cushenberry. I mean, Jackson Powers Johnson would have been nice, but I mean, we got Cushenberry.
Well, you could draft a guy
defensive tackle.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give you a name that's a defensive tackle that if the Titans trade back to get a 3rd round, that I would go with. McKinley Jackson. who the Titans have actually met with.
I have heard about their interest in him.
And the dude is a run stopper. Pair him with Jeff and Sebastian Day, and you have a dominant force on that interior D line.
I have heard about him. Now, here's a dark horse pick, maybe in the second round, or if we get back in the third round, as the guy that we had thought about. Now, Braden Fisk is one. I would love Braden Fisk on the defensive line.
From Florida State.
I would love Braden Fisk. I think he would be tremendous. Motor nonstop. But a guy that I think could be underrated, one is Jatavion Sanders, tight end from Texas.
Yeah.
Could be an underrated pick. Maybe if we get an extra pick.
I'm going to say this. In the 7th, you have to look at possibly going kicker. And Rossi, you know where I went. I went Will Reichert out of Bama.
Who's that?
The kicker.
At 252 in the 7th round.
Well, I mean,
Nick Folk is 40 years old. This may be it for him.
I can see where some people said trade back in the first round, get Cooper DeJean. And I mean, DeJean, could play corner or safety.
You would give him at least 2 years or seconds to slide back.
Yeah, I would wait.
I would not risk that. Maybe he'll fall to the 2nd round. Who knows?
We don't know.
But another DB I would look at is Cole Bishop out of Utah, safety out of Utah. And the 4th.
I like what's his name? Saki, I think is a safety out of Utah. I want to say.
Yeah.
I want to say it's a safety out of Utah that I think wouldn't be a bad pick later in the draft. Jonah Ellis, I think he's an undersized pass rusher. I did like his motor. Like his motor.
There's a guy that's still out there.
Yeah.
Newton.
Yeah, Jerry Newton.
Oh, I would love Newton if he fell to us.
Newton would be nice. Pair with Big Jeff.
So looking at it, I was looking at just like, if Latham does play left tackle.
Blake Fisher.
Am I coming in good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you got Lloyd Cushenberry. All right. Skoronski is
left guard.
6'4", 313. Cushenberry is 6'4", 315. Then you got Latham. What? He's like, I was trying to look up what he is. He's like
6'6", 340.
Yeah, and that's what apparently Brian Callahan said. Like, it could be a really imposing left side. I mean, it is a huge left side if that's the case. If they all pan out together,
that is a huge left side.
I mean, it's pretty imposing.
No!
It's a lot more imposing than freaking Aaron Brewer.
Agreed.
Part of me wants to cry right now because of who just went at 27.
Oh,
yeah. That doesn't
Arizona.
Darius Robinson.
Darius Robinson goes 27 to the Cardinals.
But we all knew he had first round talent. But he had a 2nd round grade on.
Yeah. The pass rushers are coming off the board. The pass rushers are definitely coming off the board. Adiza Isaac might go earlier than, expected.
Yeah. Pass rusher wasn't too deep this year.
The tackle class is deeper than the edge class.
Yeah, I don't know about next year.
Still a lot of good wide receivers left, which I
There's still a
like.
lot of good players left.
Xavier
There are
Worthy.
still a lot of good players left.
Yeah,
Wide receiver,
Worthy,
I mean,
Mitchell,
Mitchell, Franklin, McConkey, Coleman, Roman
Yeah.
Wilson,
Worthy.
Pearsall,
I think
Worthy.
Bell. I think.
Burton, and then
Yeah, Trey Burton,
Malachi
Corley,
Corley.
Xavier Legette.
I'm gonna say this: trade Burks and try getting like another 7 because Burks ain't worth much. Right?
No, he's probably not worth too much right now.
All the interior offensive linemen are left too.
Yeah, I mean, we could use a guard somewhere.
Jackson Powers Johnson in the second.
I mean, you could put him at guard, and if something happens with Cushenberry, move him to center.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that would be a luxury. That would be a luxury.
Oh, Barton! It looks like Barton can play center.
Yeah, I think Barton can play center.
Then you got
Packers fans were not happy with
safeties out there.
Packers fans are not happy with the selection of Jordan Morgan.
Man, you gotta protect. You gotta protect Jordan Love.
Jordan Morgan protecting Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Of course, the Packers screwed us over a couple of years ago.
Man, he was playing left tackle at Duke.
Yeah, I did. I was looking at the video. I did see that he played some left tackle.
I would have loved him. Keep your home kids home.
Yeah, maybe not at 7, but if you trade it back, I mean, yeah, he obviously played left tackle, but I think they see him playing inside. Like he's basically like a Dylan Radins, could play anywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like what's his name?
Who's been the most surprising pick so far to y'all? Or like
honestly,
trade or pick or whatever.
I would say Michael Penix going at 8
to Atlanta.
And they already got Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy, right?
Jordan
I agree.
Morgan,
Penix going at 8.
At 25. Jordan Morgan at 25. I had a 2nd round grade on this kid.
Yeah.
An early to mid 2nd round grade on him.
I was surprised about Bo Nix a little bit. Like,
I was surprised 6 quarterbacks.
Yeah. Not a
Bo Nix was a 3rd round grade. Bo Nix, I had a 3rd round grade.
Oh, who's that?
Bo Nix.
I know. I was surprised.
I thought Penix and Bo Nix were each going to be around in round 2.
We've got a trade. Buffalo is trading the 28th pick. Is it the Titans?
We don't know.
You never know.
Are the Titans probably going to slide back in?
I mean, Adonai Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, just Jerry Newton,
Xavier Worthy.
Maybe somebody's got to draft Xavier Worthy before Kansas City does.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Buffalo needs a wide receiver, so I'm surprised. But there's so many good ones left. Maybe they think they can trade back and still get their guy.
Titans.
I agree.
Yeah, Bo Nix's defense over Chicken, like he played in a few different offenses and did well.
Auburn,
in college,
Oregon.
So.
That's it. Auburn and Oregon.
So I can see that.
Yeah, let's see.
Dallas is picking at 29.
Does it say they traded with yet?
No.
No, it doesn't say just yet.
Go Flyman 7 minutes ago. The Buffalo Bills are trading the 28th overall pick.
Yeah, I guess the Titans would have. They don't have a lot of capital to really trade up. I mean,
Someone
unless
said
you're talking about next year.
Someone said, "Say Texans, please,"
I hope not.
because if they do, if it is the Texans, I know exactly where they're going.
They're gonna want to stick it to us again.
Either it's going to be either Xavier Worthy or Tyler Guyton, because they need help on that offensive line on that left side.
I mean, they still got
Guyton
left
was
on the left side.
Tehran's TD's guy.
It's it's Kansas City.
Go figure.
Kansas City gonna run. I guess Kansas City like, let's grab Worthy now while we can.
Worthy's a total Kansas City type of player for sure.
He's what's his name? Tyreek Hill.
That would scare the crap out of me.
Thank God we don't play KC this year.
No, we don't. But if we make the playoffs, we're gonna have to see
That's
them.
right. Yet.
Houston plays
We make the playoffs, we're gonna have to see them.
Yeah.
So I read a tweet earlier today saying this draft could either, I think it was Rossi, said this draft could either make the Titans contenders or break.
Yeah. I did post that.
I'm with you. This is,
as far as this season goes, that's how I feel. Right now, I'm not really feeling. I don't know, man. I mean,
I'm not feeling great either.
So
I don't.
Mike Herndon.
I don't feel great about this draft so far. I mean, somebody asked for a grade. I said like a D, because I mean, honestly, we could have did a whole lot better.
So
yeah,
Mike Herndon tweeted out about a minute ago. Also, pretty shocked that Xavier Worthy hasn't gone yet. He's probably fixing to go right now.
Well, guys, I got to run.
Right now, too.
Upload just texted me, and I think we're about to get it going. So I'm gonna hop off here, but
I understand.
Good seeing you, boys.
There
man.
we go.
And I knew it.
To Kansas City. There
it is. There it is.
Well,
fear realized.
Yep.
I'm going to say it now.
KC
Kansas City 3-peat. Kansas City 3-peat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going against Kansas City just got a lot more difficult. Rossi, I appreciate you, man. I'm probably going to get ready to get off of here too, because we're probably done for the night, and I gotta even get to sleep.
Yeah, man.
Everybody,
fellas.
Well, everybody, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up a little bit early. I know there's still a couple of picks left. If Titans do anything, I'll definitely do a quick video. If they do anything beyond the end, we'll definitely tomorrow night again. We will be back on tomorrow night for rounds 2 and 3. Rossi, you're welcome to come back in. Make sure you tell Upload as well.
Right.
Definitely coming back in. We'll talk about, see what they do at 38. I think they should trade down, get another third round pick. And
at 32.
And Buffalo is at 32. So we'll definitely recap these last 2 picks. We'll definitely recap these last 2 picks and get ready for round 2. Fellas, any last words?
I'm going to say this about Buffalo. I could see Buffalo going 80 Mitchell.
Yeah, will be some good value.
Yeah. Man, we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow, and I'm excited about it. Yeah, man, if you're on and I can come on, I'll definitely jump on here for a bit. But
so
tighten up, guys. I'll see you next time.
Thanks a lot, Rossi.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on.
All right, no problem.
So draft starts at what time? 6 tomorrow, I think.
I want to say either 6 or 7.
Because it starts an hour earlier than it did tonight.
Yeah, then I guess it starts at 6 because I mean they gotta go
2 rounds.
Yeah, because they gotta go second and third round. So
and of course the pick times will be shorter. It'll be like what?
Yeah,
like
it'll start at 6 tomorrow. So we will be on at about 5:45 tomorrow to go rounds 2 and 3. And then of course we'll recap 4 through 7 later in the week, going into next week, because I will not be on for rounds 4 through 7, but I will be watching. But Lee, any last information where everybody can find you? Because I gotta even get to bed.
So, of course, you can find me here on YouTube, or if you're watching from Twitter, over on YouTube at the 615 Podcast. You can also find me on Twitter or X, whatever you call it, at Podcast 615, Instagram, _615 Podcast. You can also find me over on Twin Titan Sports Network, which is there's me, What's Shaking Titans, What's Shaking Ladies, which is the branch of What's Shaking Titans, Bryson Haley, and Sports Nation Nashville.
That's what's up. Definitely.
So,
and I saw we got about 25 likes. I know we got 40 people watching. I need everybody to give me a like, whether you're on Twitter or on YouTube. Everybody needs to put a like out there. So everybody do that before we get ready to get out of here. Everybody pop a like on there.
The trade is ridiculous. So they swapped first round picks. Buffalo received a 3rd and a 7th.
This year?
Yes. Kansas City,
Wow.
I think, got the same.
Wow.
So I think Kansas City sent the 7th that we gave. Or no, it wasn't from us. It was Cleveland we traded with.
Right.
But I think they sent. No, we did. I think we gave them a 7th this year, didn't we?
We traded one of our 7s, and we traded one of our 7s with Kansas City. Oh yeah, one of our 7 with Kansas City for L'Jarius Sneed.
So I think they probably just sent that 7th to Buffalo.
Yeah.
And then Buffalo sent theirs to Kansas City.
Right. And now the Cowboys are on the clock. So
that pick should be in by now.
But I definitely do appreciate everybody being here. I'm gonna go ahead and log off a little early. I was gonna stay to the rest of the first round. We'll see.
Tyler Guyton to Dallas.
So Tyler Guyton going to the Cowboys at 29.
To replace
probably to replace Tyron Smith.
And of course, Truth, you know where to find me, so shoot me the link tomorrow if you want me back.
No problem. We'll definitely do that. And everything. And everybody, I thank y'all for tuning in. Again, we'll go over these last picks, 30, 31, and 32. Once we're done, 29, Dallas got Tyler Guyton. Of course, Kansas City basically has put the fear in the NFL with Xavier Worthy going early, which is not a surprise there. But everybody, again, tomorrow night, 6 p.m., we're gonna do it again. And I hope everybody has a good rest of the night. Lee, thank you again. And I will see y'all. We will see y'all tomorrow, and y'all know what to do. No matter what, tighten up. That's all we know how to do. Good night, y'all.